The following program is brought to you by the Realm of Collectors. Please stand by and take your seats.
Good evening, and welcome to Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. If you would please kindly take your seats, the show will begin momentarily.
Now.
Which I was muted, but I caught it. I knew what was going on for once. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? It's another Friday, another episode of Masterpiece Shitpiece Theater. I'm your host, Nick Brammer. We've got an abbreviated squad tonight.
Yeah, man. It's like a lot of, like all the shows we've been kind of dropping motherfuckers off this week, dude.
men and women down.
Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Shit. It's been a rough week.
COVID, dude. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah,
I was about to say I was trying to come up with a COVID joke that I could use and just couldn't do it.
He's like, nah,
hey, my joke was just to say the word. that was my joke. I'm just gonna say the thing.
Yeah.
I'm just
a real ham-handed joke.
Just gonna blurt it.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah, I'm just gonna blurt it out. Yeah.
Okay, you guys like stand-up comedy, right?
I'm super picky, dude.
Yeah.
What's your favorite joke of all time?
Oh my god.
Oh,
that is really hard. Like I've heard a lot of fucking.
Like I'm talking like stand-up comedy, something everybody.
Yeah, like an actual comedian. You know, I don't know. It's hard to say, man. I don't know. I will tell you, I was a big fan of Sam Kinison. Okay,
that was mine. I was gonna say
like
homosexual
him and
necrophiliacs.
Okay, that was good, but he did this bit where he actually called it on one of his stand-ups. I think it was an HBO
he
special.
called the dude's girlfriend.
You got it. That cheated on him with his fucking brother or something, wasn't it? I can't remember. I remember something like that, and he like screaming at the bitch on stage. It's great, dude. That
was one of his last specials too.
Yeah, it was before it wasn't because it
before he got hit,
it wasn't.
Man.
Yeah, it wasn't too long before he got killed. But I really enjoyed the whole shtick. I really liked it. It made me laugh a lot.
He was hilarious, man.
Yeah, that was really good, and he was pretty hilarious. Like for someone who just like to scream a lot, it was really entertaining.
Yeah, that's the thing. Cause normally that would like just irk the shit out of me.
Me too.
He just did it, man.
Yeah.
It's like my mom and dad would let me watch his shit when I was like young. Like they wouldn't let me watch MTV, but like they would like let me like sit down with me and like watch Sam Kinison stand-ups. Like
my mom would
backwards.
Yeah, my mom hated that I liked him. She was like, he's garbage. And she hated it. And I'll never forget when she told me, she said, why don't you like good comedy? Like Bill Cosby.
Oh, shit.
If only now I could laugh.
Dude, back in the day, Bill Cosby had some fucking...
No, he's funny, dude.
Shit,
no,
dude.
He did, but my mom was all about being wholesome comedy with her. And the whole idea that Bill Cosby being wholesome now is really funny to me. You know, like,
I think one of the funniest takedowns of Bill Cosby was the Black Dynamite cartoon episode. Yo, Adult Swim, man. I don't know how they get away with some of the shit they do.
It's pretty risque. They have a lot of crazy shit on there. They do.
Did you see they fired the voice of the Squidbilly dude?
Oh, did he really? Oh, wow.
Dude, because he's a racist
get
motherfucker
canceled?
in real life.
Wow. Well, I mean, that's a
Oh my God, dude, I had no idea. Wow.
That's crazy, dude. I don't know.
Yeah, man, he was like, "Fuck Adult Swim, fuck everybody." And he's got like, dude, he's got like an Elvis haircut.
Dude, I was listening to this podcast and they
You're
were
muted,
talking about-
Russ.
I know. I was
okay.
bitching to
Yeah,
Hannah about
okay.
something.
Hey, baby.
It's all good.
Yeah, dude, I was listening to this
Nick
podcast.
said, "Hey,
and they were-
baby."
They were talking about Michael Richards and like how he got like,
Yeah.
he got like fucking fired from everything, and like they were like he said a lot of things, and then like this one dude was like he just said one thing,
Yeah.
and he yelled it like and he yelled it over and over again. Yeah, they're like it was actually just one word, and he yelled it like over and over.
That,
It was funny. Man.
for some reason, like if you yell the bad word, it's like worse. I don't know. I can't.
There's no cool way to do what he did.
No.
Yeah, I guess not. Just not. Just
No,
not.
not
You
good
can't.
way.
Yeah, it's not gonna go well. No matter what. But oh man,
That
that's
dude
hilarious.
had
dude.
lost his mind, man.
My friend Mikey, God rest his soul, he passed away some years ago. He's a really good friend of mine from childhood, like a brother. But his favorite comedian was Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh yeah.
He's good, man.
Dickory
Now-
Dock.
Yeah, and I didn't mind Andrew, but if you was a Sam Kinison fan, you kind of had to hate Dice. It was kind of one of those things where,
Yeah.
and if you were a Dice fan, you usually hated Sam Kinison. So he and I would just always, debate who was a better comedian, and I'd just be like, dude, Kinison kills that motherfucker. You're out of your mind.
Dice.
And
Like
but Dice was
like,
good.
Now,
Dice was good.
Dice, like the stuff Dice has been doing lately is fucking great.
Yeah,
Like,
well,
he still closes
changes.
with like the nursery rhymes and shit.
Yeah,
But he's done a couple of shows. He was on a show on HBO, and he was on I think it was just called Dice on Showtime.
that's
It
cool.
was like a little bit like a fictionalized like look at his life.
Hey,
pretty funny.
the fact if he's been able to, after all these years, still find a way to make some money, that's good. That's how I look at it. Hey, if you
Rogan
can
has
still-
him on the
Yeah.
fucking Rogan Experience all the time.
That's awesome, man. That's good that he still can stay relevant somewhat, and be around it. I mean, comedy's a tough business, man. It really is. It's tough because you got motherfuckers that'll be hot 1 minute and then they just go away.
Well, dude, here's
It's
a
like,
question:
damn.
do you think you can do it anymore without having some kind of like TV show?
Well, now you could. Well, now you have a lot of social media stuff you could utilize.
Yeah.
I mean,
There's
YouTube
some really
has-
funny fuckers that aren't on TV
Yeah.
shows.
No, that's
Yeah,
true.
They've
yeah,
done
I
like
guess
they've
it's
done
like
like
how
really
much money
small
you're gonna
parts in
make,
like movies and shit.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Joey
But-
Diaz ain't doing TV, baby.
No.
But I just feel like with YouTube and all other video, just other video platforms, you can probably become well known as a comedian. All it takes is somebody
Yeah,
posting your shit up, or
yeah.
you posting your own shit up. And you can get yourself out there.
get a following.
Get a following, and that's all it takes. It's just got to start with the following, and people start watching your shit more and more. And next thing you know, you get enough of people. Your name starts getting out there, and HBO's calling you up and saying, "Hey, want to do a special?"
Right.
or Netflix.
Netflix now,
has
man.
been doing it a lot.
Netflix is-
Yeah, they've done a lot of comedy specials, and I've watched a lot of them, and they've been pretty good.
Yeah.
They got all
Yeah.
the Chappelle ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do.
I like
what's that?
Nikki Glazer,
Nikki Glazer, yeah,
Eliza
she's-
Schlesinger.
Mhm. Nikki Glazer's pretty good. She's kind of a
Whitney Cummings. I love her.
Whitney Cummings is really
hilarious.
good. Yeah, she is funny. She's great. She's great. I like Dirty Women. It's really good.
Yeah.
So
They have a series on Netflix with stand-up comedians called The Degenerates.
yes, they do, and they're all
Joey
funny
Diaz
as
is
fuck,
on that
dude.
shit, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, he is.
That's my
They're
favorite.
good, man. They're good. Degenerate. I think I haven't gotten through every episode yet. I've gotten through, I think, 3 of them,
I can't
3 or 4 of them.
remember-
I got to watch some more.
There's 2
It's good
seasons.
stuff,
Jim
yeah.
Norton is on the 2nd season.
Oh, is he? Yeah, I haven't got. I gotta get through the first season and then watch the second one. It's
Fucking Jim
good, though.
Norton's
It's-
a funny fucker too, dude.
well, there.
Oh, you a fan?
They
Sam?
like I said, there's a lot of them out there.
I'm not familiar with them, man.
He was on the Opie and Anthony show. He's a bald little gremlin-looking motherfucker.
He's me.
No, like he really looks like a gremlin.
Okay, wait a minute. Do you know who Opie and Anthony are, Sam?
I've heard of that, but I've never.
Okay.
I've never
All right. They were originally a radio show. And
they moved
to
Sirius.
And then they moved to Sirius, and they got really a huge following. They were the ones that created Whip 'em Out Wednesday. That was the greatest thing ever, dude. It was wonderful.
They got banned in Boston.
Oh yeah.
And New York, I think.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think New York banned. I think they got banned in New York too. I'm pretty sure they did
for the same stunt.
Yeah.
Well, they do.
They were doing basically a fucking scavenger hunt. Where like you would take pictures of where you and your significant person were fucking,
right,
and send it in, and it'd be worth so many points, and whoever had so many points would get like concert tickets or whatever. Well, somebody took one in the big Roman Catholic Church in Boston. And then they got thrown off the air in Boston, like never to return again.
We don't want them. Yeah. There were a lot of locales that
did the same thing in New York, and somebody did it in St. Andrews.
Damn, they're all about fucking in churches.
Yeah, dude. So
I think they got. I thought they got in trouble in Baltimore because they did a skit on the radio when they were doing like they were touring, okay, and they were so going city to city, and they did a skit where they actually had people having sex like on the radio, and but you can only hear it. But it was still, the FCC kind of kirked out, and in Baltimore
they had a big weird feud with Stern.
They did. Yeah,
and I was always more of a Stern guy, but they're funny as fuck too.
Yeah, I liked Stern too, but they were funny for a while though, and then they kind of like. I don't know. Then they kind of got boring to me because I felt like it was the same old shit over and over again.
Then Anthony went on his racist rant against the lady that fucking attacked him in Central Park.
Yeah.
She attacked him?
Yeah, he was attacked by a woman. Anthony is a amateur shutterbug. And he was taking pictures in Central Park, and the lady thought he was taking pictures of her. So she went off, and he had some unchoice words to say about her.
and of course he didn't like the whole back. He's but
so he got thrown off the show on Sirius. So then it became Jim, Opie and Jim.
Yeah.
And then Opie got thrown out of Sirius for taking pictures of a dude's cock in the executive bathroom.
That's right.
And showing it and making fun of it on a bit.
Yep.
So he got fired. Got fired for that. So now it's the Jim and Sam Roberts show.
They're just rotating through people, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's really funny. It's really hilarious.
But like the thing that people don't understand is Opie and Anthony's heyday. They had like some of the best comedy that you would ever hear.
It was good.
Fucking
Opie
Patrice O'Neill was on there all the time. Rich Voss, Louis C.K. All them dudes. Rogan.
So I remember Rogan, definitely being on a lot, and they were also. I mean, they were funny guys, though, man. They really were. They were hilarious themselves. Some of the skits and shit they would do on the radio were insane, man. Just really funny, though. I mean, you couldn't, But again, like I said, like with most comedy, rise and fall.
But like people hate on Stern now, but I enjoy Stern now just as much as I did back when I was a kid, but for different reasons.
I think they hate on him because now he's very rich. Okay, he's very wealthy now.
Yeah.
And he's not he he's not the same. People say he's not the same guy because they feel like he doesn't have the. I
mean, like
the
20
common
years
man
have
struggles.
gone by.
You know, what's he supposed to do? That's what kills me. What's he supposed to do? You're right, or not succeed. People said not succeed. Come on, man. That dude, man. You know what? He's great. He's the king of all media. Word. People need to just get over it. I've always loved Stern. I always will. I listen to him still,
bar none,
every now and then.
The best interviewer around.
Well, you know what I love about him is he asks like the good fun shit to ask. Like other people ask the stale questions, the same old shit. He's the one who'll say what's your favorite sex position? Yeah. Shit like that, you know. And I'm like, and people say, well, that's all the kind of questions he got, and that's not true. But he asks a lot of pointed questions, but he'll intertwine some funny ass shit in there too. You know, it's good, man. It's hilarious.
His interview with Hillary Clinton was amazing.
I haven't heard that. I'm gonna have to find that.
If she had done that interview like he said, because he said it. He said, if you do my show, you will win. If she had, I can almost guarantee you she would. Did you see all the headlines she had?
I know. It was a big time. Yes, I mean, he has a big following. You know, people like Sirius has a lot of subscribers. A lot of people listen to him.
Yeah.
You know, a lot
Ronnie,
of people thought
he was limo driver.
I remember when he first when he first left public radio, and he was in New York at the time, and he left. He left to go to Sirius. I think was it just Sirius or was it was it XM? XM radio. It was Sirius, right? Because they merged later on. I know that, and the deal he signed was pretty good for him. I mean, he got percentage of the company. But he got percentage of ownership of the company. That was
and not only that, like he gets stock options for every milestone they hit in subscribers.
Exactly. So everyone thought it was nuts for him to do it, but then he ends up getting a whole bunch of people just to get that, just to hear him. Yeah. You know, because he had a huge fan base. I mean, dude, his show was syndicated everywhere, man. Yeah. And in the morning, I tell you what, he was lit. He was like, I remember listening to him on 9/11. Yeah. I listened to him that morning. He turned into a legit journalist I mean, it was crazy. He got for real serious. It was I was like, oh my God, it was crazy how professional he got for a little while. It was like, damn, you know, and he was getting information, you know, he was doing all kinds of cool shit. That was a wild morning. I know a lot of people say, well, where were you getting your news? I'm like, from Howard Stern.
Just as good as anything else you're gonna follow. Watch.
Yeah, that day was kind of nuts. So it was I mean, he had about as much information as everyone else did. So but that was cool, man. It was wild listening to him turn into almost like a legit sounding news radio guy, you know.
But I bought his last book because I bought all three of his books. I loved Private Parts. Yeah. I loved the movie.
The movie was fantastic.
Yeah. Have you seen that, Sam?
Oh God.
Yeah, probably was 10 years ago.
Not a big fan. Yeah.
No, I liked it. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, his Sam probably watched it and was like, God, this looks so old. Anyway,
I think I was in college. We were watching it.
And that shit came out in '97.
They're like
96, 97.
It is old.
They're rocking AC/DC on there, and he's like, "Who the fuck are these old bums?"
It's crazy. We get along so good, until something like that comes up. I forget how much younger you are than us.
I know, man.
You're a decade younger than us.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
and Russ has got a kid my age, man. Pretty
close, pretty close. I mean, you're about a little over 5 years older than my son. Mm-hmm. It's wild as shit, dude.
look at us, man. Who would have thought?
I like to. No, I like to pick on my kid.
You, Sam.
I use you to. I'm gonna use you to pick on my son and be like, look, this guy's been to college. He's a teacher and he's 30 years old. What are you doing?
Send RJ to a fucking tech school. He'll be all right.
Yeah. You know what RJ say? Fuck it, I'm happy. I get the game all fucking night and go to work.
He's living it up, man.
Yeah, he doesn't give a shit, dude.
He's living it up, dude. And I wish I would have done that. And when I was in college, I wish I would have just kept my ass in my mom and dad's house, saved some money, dude.
Yeah, that's all he's doing. He's just like, fuck it. All he wants to do is he wants to work and make a job where he makes enough money to pay a little bit of bills and play video games. That's all he wants to do.
Dude,
yeah. It must be nice.
Cool. Yeah, I was out there trying to do everything too fast. You know what I mean? I was like, I want to get done with school and get a fucking job and just move on.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. It has its pros and cons, man, both ways. But hey, fuck it. It's a path, man. Shit.
That's the thing. Like, I feel like I lived so fast through my teenage years in like my early 20s.
Yeah, dude. And then I
lived a life in like that decade, like from 13 to 23. Yeah. It was a completely different life.
Yeah, no doubt.
And dude, I don't know, I wasn't like partying like a fool in college, but like I got it in, you know. But I was fucking bartending, making stupid money and busting my ass at school, and just like I never stopped, man. And I feel like those like 4.5 years like aged me like 15 years. You know what I mean?
Well, if you're tending bar, you probably learned a lot of shit quick, right?
Well, yeah, dude. And it was that, and it was like from the ages like 18 to 23. Like I aged like, I mean, I fucking made it out with no hair. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like I aged 15 years, man. And then as soon as I got right out, you know, and then we had Sonny, and now I'm an old man.
Oh,
you know?
Now you're an old man. Boom, just like that. Instant.
Yeah, just like that. Just like that.
Yo, when you were attending bar, dude, did you ever have chicks flash you for drinks?
No, I mean I would get hit on all the time, but I don't think I ever. But yeah, I did have that happen, but it was just fucking no. She was disgusting.
He said it was like there's something about Mary.
You know, fucking Barbie, I was like, sit down, leave me alone. Like,
talking about bars, dude. Like, here's the weirdest thing. I was a bouncer at a titty bar, and I've never had a lap dance.
Oh wow!
Really? I've never had one either, man.
But I bounced at a titty bar.
Yeah, occupational hazard, dude. I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, you want to break your dick like Rob did?
Yeah, right. Yeah,
dude. I've never. And to be honest, strip clubs. Never mind. I just don't think I like women, dog. No,
like I was tempted to go like a TFCon with the guys, girls. You know. I was tempted to do that for that experience.
I would do that. And it's like my wife. I wouldn't tell her. Like she wouldn't even be mad, and I'd be like, "Oh, me and the boys went to the strip club," but it just was never my thing. And I'm glad because like the couple times I did go, I'd be like, you know, let me go to the bar and get a Budweiser. Like, all right, it's $15.75. I'm like, oh, fuck, dude, come on.
Yeah, dude.
Like, I wasn't like a broke ass, but I'm like, God, they just get you there, man.
Yeah,
they just get you.
And I mean, like, how creepy are you allowed to be? That's the important thing.
Yeah, I mean, I think you go. You know, it's like anything in life. You go in there and you read the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, right. You go and you read the room. That's pretty good.
Are sweatpants banned? Because they were in the club I worked in.
Dude, I went to this one where this dude was sitting there. He didn't have a shirt on.
Oh God.
And like he was just like a patron. Like he was sitting there drinking at the bar and a fucking shirt on, dude. I was like, what? What planet am I on? But I was in East St. Louis, which may as well be
dude.
If you could drive to like Afghanistan.
I bounced at a strip club in Massachusetts.
It's like working at
Massachusetts on Cape Cod.
Oh God. I can't even. I wouldn't even think they would allow strip clubs up in Massachusetts.
There are some places in this country where it is like going to a third world country.
Yeah.
And it's
I have no doubt.
You know, no doubt. Somewhere it fucking.
Oh my God.
It's 3:45 on a Monday morning, and it's just fucking packed. Just people everywhere. Parking lots full like a fucking Six Flags parking lot on the 4th of July. And I'm like, where? And it's like one of those things where you just, you go in and you just stop and you're like, every decision I ever made in my life brought me here. What the fuck am I doing? Like, what am I doing? Like, I got class in the morning. Like dude, we were at this one. I'll tell this. We were at this place called the Oz, and if you ever come to St. Louis, don't go there because it's the worst. It's the worst place in the world, right? But they just are never closed. They're always open, right? And we were sitting there, and I had a bunch of ones because I just got off work, right? So I had all my tip money, and they had this sexy sorority girls contest, right? So there's like these girls, they just get on stage and they take their clothes off, and I'm like, none of these fucking bitches are even in school. Like they're like these aren't sorority.
These bitches is 40. What sorority they joining?
Yeah, they're all working rallies. Not to knock them or anything, but I remember,
Sam's like that chick's got wrinkled titties. What's wrong with her? She's not a sorority girl.
I was enjoying myself, man. I took this wad of ones out of my pocket and I tried to throw them up on the stage, and I threw them, and there was like 2 rows of people, right? And they all went, and this dude right in front of me just caught all the money and then just started throwing it on stage. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? I'm like, this sucks.
Sounds like that didn't even go right.
He was just standing there, and he was like looked up, and all this money just fell into his heart. It's crazy.
It's like there's chicks' titties, their nipples look like. Where's the old lyrics? The nipples look like AK bullets. What crazy shit, dude.
Yeah, they did. It was wild, man. Wild. Wow.
That's great stuff, man. Oh my god, that's funny, dude. No, I don't know. The 90s were nuts, man. Because I was like, I got Anna and I got married, and I was still like we had RJ pretty fast, and like next thing, and I was still I'd stopped dealing drugs, but I got hooked up with a friend of mine, right? And I wasn't dealing.
He says that all nonchalant. Like,
dropped this major life story. Okay.
Yeah, no, dude. I wasn't laying it bare tonight.
Well, I wasn't dealing anymore, but I was like, he just wanted me there in case someone owed him money or I had to go in and beat their ass and take money from them. And but it was mostly crackheads, so it was no big deal. Like I didn't have to worry about getting my ass kicked. Yeah,
dude.
It was just like pipe heads,
old alcoholic dudes, man. If I had $1 for every one of those dudes, I'd beat up working in the bar.
Well, it was all good until I came across one of my mom's old friends from way back in the day,
and I'm like, whoop her ass? No,
I felt bad. I told her, I said, dude, what are you doing crack for? And I'm like, dude, you got to pay him his money, or I got to crack your head. What are you doing? I felt bad.
What the fuck?
It was terrible, dude. It's when you
Robert De Niro in Irish.
It was just she was my friend Cheaty was a trip, dude.
Talking trash to you, Russ, man.
Cheaty was my friend. My friend was a nutter butter, man. He loved
nutter butter.
Yeah, he was crazy, dude. He was nuts, man. His family came from Africa, and he was like, now he was pretty much Americanized all on, right? But he really was like, he wanted that thug life. That was the only life he wanted to live. And I'm like, and it was like, dude, so he had to be the most disorganized drug dealer I'd ever met in my life, though. He was just crazy, man.
So he wasn't the best bookkeeper.
Nah, not at all. And he was just like, I don't know. It was weird. He'd be like, some people he'd be like, oh yeah, go ahead, I'll give it away for free. And then some people he'd be like, bitch, you better pay my money. It was just weird, dude. I don't know. He's the guy. One night he was telling me a story. He had this girl in the car with him, and they're talking. He's like, yeah, she'll give me some ass tonight. She's like, no. And he stopped the car and kicked her ass off the car on the road.
Jesus.
I was like, oh shit, no, you didn't do that. He said, yo.
You know what that girl should have did, man? She should have read the room. She should have
said, indeed. Answer correctly, even if you're not. Just answer correctly, right? Yeah.
Just get yourself home.
But I was doing it just to make some extra money, and then years later I had to tell Anna I was doing that shit. Anna was like, "You motherfucker, you're not supposed to be doing that stuff anymore." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know." but I had to make some money, dude. Because working in the deli and doing catering and shit wasn't making it.
Here's a different shit, man. So like Russ is out here just like basically just being a gangster, right? Just to make some money.
When I was young, that was when I was in my 20s, not so much now.
Over the summer, I was like, Jackie, I wanna do DoorDash or something. She was like, no, you're not doing that. And Russ is like, you're being a fucking. He's Robert De Niro, man.
Yeah, my wife. If my wife would have known about it, she would have fucked me up, dude.
Russ can go out and break dudes' kneecaps.
She wanted to beat my ass when she heard about it. Man, years later, she wanted to beat my ass for it.
I need the money, dog.
She just told me, she goes, I might still do it. But when you're trying to hustle, man, when you're young, dude, you're hustling, doing whatever you got to do, man, to make money. Shit, this is what you should do.
You got that energy.
Yeah, you're out moving. I mean, dude, I was running these days. I go in, I work the deli all day, go out play basketball for a couple hours, and then go running, and then go running with the guys, and and
running around.
collect some money from some pipe heads, and then go home and like stop at the bar on the way home, have a couple drinks, and then head home. It was like, god damn, dude. It was insane, man.
I bet you after the show, Sam stopped showing that do-rag picture.
I know, man. Hey, bro, I'm just messing around, right? I'm just playing with you. All the times I say the word moist, I don't mean it.
Hey,
I'm gonna get rid of that T-shirt I made.
I used to wear my hat like crooked, right? Like kind of cockeyed. Anna hated that shit.
I got a picture of it, man.
But that's why, that's why I wear my hat. Anna gets so mad. She's like, "Wear your hat straight, you fucking idiot."
Russ was like, "That's how we do it in the hood."
Yeah, right. She's like, I'm like, I gotta look cool. And she's like, "You look stupid."
I can just picture it now. You look fucking stupid, Russ.
Yeah. That's what I get. It was
Don't
funny,
stress me, woman.
Those were funny. That was so God. There's so many good memories, dude. Well, good and bad memories, but just crazy shit, dude.
You look back and you're like, how the fuck did I do some of this stuff?
Oh my god! Like,
yeah,
you wonder how you're still alive.
Yeah. I watched.
I mean, there's times I should have died of alcohol poisoning without a doubt.
I don't know, man. I watched a dude stab another dude in the back because the other guy had like said something foul to the dude's sister, and I guess he stabbed him in the back for it.
It wasn't willing to listen to that, man.
I guess not. He stabbed him back. And he told him to go home with a hole in your back. I fucking laughed. I was trying to laugh, but I laughed. I was like, I rolled. It was bad to laugh. But
blew up the bar that I worked at, man. Somebody
it's probably my dad.
we were sitting there, and it was like in college, like Thursday nights are like the big like going out night or whatever.
What?
And like somebody threw a fucking bomb over the patio and like blew it up.
So anybody know what the statute of limitations on arson is?
10 years?
I don't know. Probably 7 or 10 years. I would
well,
imagine.
it depends on what state is this in?
Mass.
Okay, let me look it up.
He said, "Let me look it up."
Because I gotta fucking spell Massachusetts.
Well, just don't say what year it is or nothing. I'd say allegedly.
Allegedly, a man that may have been related to me in a paternal manner.
Who's your dad, dude?
Blew up
6 years, dude.
Okay, cool. He blew up a fucking coffee house because he didn't want my mother to work there.
What?
What? That's it.
So that's why he blew it up?
Yeah, it wasn't bad until you said that. I was just like, oh, he fucking hates this place. He's got like a personal vendetta. Wow.
Oh
that
my
is
god.
Insane shit, dude.
He caught a guy cheating. Okay, he got a settlement because he broke his neck in that car crash I told you guys about where he flipped up the hill.
Up the hill. It's insane, dude.
Yeah. So he flipped up the hill and broke his neck. Well, they didn't find the broken neck at first.
What, you mean his neck fell off?
No.
You made it sound like his neck had
he had a severe he had
like
a severe fracture in his neck.
Yeah,
And they didn't find it on X-rays.
Holy
so
shit, dude!
They didn't find it until he broke his back a couple years later. So he got a settlement.
Scary.
So some of it went to me, some of it went to my sister, but a whole chunk load of it went to him, about like $25,000.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
He proceeded to spend this $25,000 in 1 year in Shawsville, Virginia, in a trailer, and all that was in there was a card table, a fucking refrigerator, and a bunch of cots.
He must have.
He
drank. I'll tell you, he drank it.
Yeah, just drinking that money, dude.
Dude, they drank so much.
That's
and did
insane,
everything
dude.
under the sun. So,
dude, like, how fucking cool would that be? Just be like, I got all this money, and I'm just like, I don't have any responsibilities, even though like he was a parent.
So I'm just gonna drink all fucking day. Occasionally, maybe I'll get something to eat. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
So at this trailer, so you have the background and understanding of what it was. They were playing poker. I think they were playing 5-card draw, and my dad caught this guy cheating and fucking was yelling and screaming at
Did he
him.
burn him down?
About to fucking hit him. Well, this guy didn't appreciate being called a cheater, even though he was one, and came up and fucking stabbed my dad in the liver with a fucking carpet knife.
Good
So
God.
it fucking
Like the
ripped
dirtiest tool
everything,
you
man.
can
He
do.
Yikes.
lost like a
Disgusting.
quarter of his liver. It was
Oh
nuts.
my god.
Way. It's raining like a motherfucker outside right now. Holy shit.
Oh man, yo, you're complaining about rain. I'm worried about those people in Texas and Louisiana, man.
Well, we're getting remnants from that.
Those
We're
man.
we're getting the remnants of that storm, that Hurricane Laura. So it's supposed to be making its way up here this
I
way,
think
but
it
it's
wasn't like as bad as they predicted, right? That's
Yeah.
kinda
well, I don't know. When it made landfall, dude, it fucked some shit up,
Yeah.
man. Lake Charles got
yeah,
trashed.
they're
dude.
fucked. They're kind of always fucked up.
Yeah, I know, right?
Don't ever
that's
move to
the-
Lake Charles, guys.
No, it's not a good idea. You're especially your little ass. You ain't
So
gonna be
what's
above the
the-
water. You'll be above
and
the
then
water
there's-
real quick.
There's a second one in the Gulf too, though, right?
Yeah,
No,
I
there
think there's
was, but the one you're thinking of, it was like a I forget the name,
Tropical
but I think it
storm
kind
or
of
some shit.
kind of fizzled out or something.
yeah.
Alright,
there's
cool.
there's two more systems there that are out in the ocean right now. They're keeping an eye on to see if they're gonna turn into something. But
Yeah, if
Yeah,
you're
we-
there, be careful.
yeah, it's nuts, dude. I mean, I don't know, man. It's
I
just,
think I'm in trouble, guys. What's going on
Why?
here?
yeah, it's nuts. What happened?
I don't know. I was told.
I don't know, man. What'd you do?
I don't know. No, we're all right.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
What?
Russ, you better not look in that chat or you going to be upset.
What chat?
The fucking YouTube chat.
Oh, I can't. I don't have YouTube up.
Oh. You aren't allowed to have moist laps for the dancers.
Oh, dude, man, why do y'all got to use that fucking word? Seriously,
Hey, dude,
you
Russ
can
is gonna
pick any
break
other
your
word.
kneecap, dude.
Any other word. I know, right?
He's gonna
Russ's
choke
life
you.
story is a lifetime special. It's
Y'all
called
motherfuckers
It's called The Moist and the Restless.
That's kind of funny, though.
Kate said, so is Nick's. It's all good in the hood. Russ didn't want to admit he did the stabbing.
No, I did not. I've no.
What's
no,
up,
no.
Jeremy B?
Never,
What's up, everybody?
I would
I
never-
wasn't checking the chat tonight, but what's up, guys?
I would never stab anyone. That was my job was to just beat up crackheads. That's all.
Oh no!
I'm not a violent person.
Oh no! There's a new Photoshop of you too.
Oh, I'm sure Jason's been hard at work.
Oh,
I
we're
can't
only
wait to
40
see it.
minutes in, Russ.
I know it's okay. I love those
What
guys.
revelation is next?
You never know. You never
Sam
know,
disappeared.
man. It was yeah.
There he is.
He's back.
I had to go yell at my.
It was a wild youth.
Yell at the
man.
wife
That's
or the
all I can
kids?
say.
Sonny, man. He
Oh,
kept
all
hearing getting into all my shit in the room. I was like, go to bed, man. What are you doing?
He's like, Sam's like, stop touching my toys. Go away.
Yo.
I can hear that door open from a mile away, man.
We want to start getting into this
Funny as
fandom
shit,
shit.
Yeah, let's do
dude.
it, man. Let's do it.
We're 40 minutes in, so I figure we should, man. So DC, what was it, last Saturday?
They did a thing, man.
They did a thing, bro.
Wow. It was like just dropping shit like on a constant boom.
When did you
Boom,
guys
boom,
like,
boom.
become aware that they were even doing this? Because I didn't know about it until like the week prior.
Yeah, I had posted something in the chat like earlier.
Yeah, that was the first thing I saw.
I think like a week or two before, but they advertised it in their monthly books and a bunch of other shit. Like there were ads on Facebook and shit for it.
Yeah, I mean it was smart, dude, because I mean we're talking about it and it's like as fucking dry as it's been lately, dude. Oh my god, man. It's like seeing a new trailer. It's just like all eyes on it, you know?
It was cool, man. It was cool. Just to have to know some new content is coming down the pipeline. It's awesome, man. Yeah, that was cool. It was good timing too. I mean, they were smart about it. They got them out there, got people talking about it, you know. So, yeah, it's raining really hard.
You know.
Oh man,
you can't hear it. That's good.
Yeah, I'm hoping you can't hear it too much, but
no, you can't.
It's
can't
really coming, huh? That's all right. Anna had to look out, trying to make sure nothing's getting flooded.
Yeah, shit, man. I gotta get my fucking pool pump fixed again.
Oh God,
it's a pain in the ass.
Not bad.
But yeah. So with the whole fandom thing, I think it was a smart move, like you were talking about, Sam. And then like Marvel's weak ass response was just to tell you how far they pushed back everything.
I know.
And that they changed the name of the Eternals to Eternals. They dropped the
like we
dropped the particle of speech there.
Take it easy, Marvel. God damn.
They're such rebels, man. Come on. Yeah.
The first. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say Jason and Bethany went and saw New Mutants.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah, Jason. I talked to him earlier. He called me up after he got the movie and was talking. And he said it was, he said it was okay. It wasn't horrible.
Jason likes everything. I love Jason, but Jason likes everything.
I think I think that's, I don't know. Well, I don't know if it's always true. I think Jason tries to look at the positive.
Mikey likes it
more so than the negative. That's all. He tries to be more positive about it. See, this is what Jason is. Jason doesn't mind if something veers off the comics. He's not a purist.
I don't either if it's good.
So,
if it's good.
Yeah, he's not a purist. So but he said it was an okay movie. He said it wasn't, it was okay. But he said you could tell it's the last of the Fox X-Men kind of stuff, You could tell, but I don't know. I told him I'm just gonna wait till it comes out on like Blu-ray or whatever.
Yeah, I don't even know
Cody tonight.
Oh, there you go.
I just, dude. But I mean, I think he said he'd give it like about a 6 or something like that. I don't know, a 6 out of 10.
I mean, it's not.
Which terrible. Is not. Yeah, that's not horror. I mean, it's not. It's like an average movie. Like I think he said a C. Give it like a C or C plus.
Yeah. So that's
is okay.
That's where Marvel's at right now.
Yeah. I mean, hey, dude, come on. They blew their load after Endgame. That's it.
That's what's like. They're in the afterglow after Endgame.
Yeah.
Still.
Yeah, that's funny as shit, dude. It's like,
don't
we're good.
Don't touch me. Don't. Sensitive.
Like, come on. They're like, can we cuddle? No.
Robin Williams had the great line, the great joke about fucking taking Viagra on one of his last specials, the Live in New York one. Don't touch it. Don't look at it.
I don't know. The way I was looking now is we might need to give Marvel some Viagra, get them back up and going again.
And it's like the stuff that DC. I mean, it's kind of all over the place, but I kind of think that's where like their strength is, man. I think I like that they're doing the like continued like universe thing, but then I like that they're doing this one-off shit, man. I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
I kind of like that too.
Get to it. You want to talk about the?
Actually, I wanted to go Wonder Woman first because that wasn't on the list.
Oh, I forgot about that too.
What'd y'all think?
I don't know, man. I think Cheetah looks like in full Cheetah mode. I think she looks bad, but I think that it's early, right? It's like they always tighten that shit up by the end. But I think I love Gal Gadot. It's the same director, right? Patty Jenkins.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think they kept her.
I just like that they got an actress who's really pretty much mostly known for doing comedy. And they got her, and I've always felt like she was I've always felt like she was better than just comedy. I always felt like she could do some, some
Kristen
good
Wiig,
shit. Yes,
she's super
I
talented.
agree. And I'm as happy as shit to see her taking on that role. I'm digging it, dude. I love it. I love it.
In that plane scene, she looked to be fucking holding her own with Pedro Pascal.
Yes.
That dude's no slouch as an actor, man. And she was showing her chops there, bro.
Yeah, she's good, dude. And I just like that she took on something like this because this is the kind of role that can like really get you out there. You know?
This is like a career changer, man.
It can be very much so. And she's she's cute, dude. She's not.
Well,
she's,
not only
she's
that,
not bad on the eyes at all. She's sexy, man. You know, go ahead.
How old is she?
I don't know. Hey, how does Kristen Wiig? Well, look it up for me. I can't look it up on my show.
Dude, she's 47.
She's 47. Never mind.
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm saying.
She does not look 47 to me. She looks great.
Shit, she's proving that like she's doing an action role at that age. You know,
that's awesome.
That, you know, like Charlize Theron. You know, these older women shouldn't be done in Hollywood. Oh God,
no, dude,
no, man,
shouldn't be done in Hollywood just because.
Yeah, she looks good. She looked really good in the especially when she was totally cheated out. I loved it. I was like, oh, that's badass, man.
And that is something I do like about DC is that like they really do translate stuff like from comic to screen really well, and not like adapting it as much, but just straight up taking it, you know. And I think they did that with her. Like she just looks like a fucking cheetah lady.
Yeah,
you know
she does. I mean?
Yeah, and I think they'll tighten that up.
Kind of but like comics though,
you know? Worried about it.
Right, but with you saying they'll tighten it up, they are pretty famous for bad CGI.
True.
That's true. They are, but I think when they comes to how characters appear though. Like the physical look of a character, of most of their characters, I feel like they hit it on the head. They hit the nail on the head a lot.
Doomsday.
I mean, their CGI is shit. I know that.
Like Doomsday, and then even I just watched the first
Henry Cavill's mustache.
So Justice League, I do give that a pass just because how rushed that movie was. But like we watched Wonder Woman the other day, and like I thought Ares looked bad.
Yeah.
At the end, like I thought it just looks like two video games.
Where it was like the cloud, the black clouds and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
That looks fucked up. Messy.
Yeah.
Like everything's so messy. Ugh. It's huge. That's a huge gripe of mine with DC at this point. It's like
I get what you're saying.
But I liked Wonder Woman as a movie still.
Oh, me too. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But
no, Wonder Woman's great. It's
all the best stuff happened before that last.
The one that the surprise for me was Aquaman. That's always a surprise for me.
You know,
I liked it. I really liked it a lot. Though.
I haven't watched
it. I still haven't watched it.
Oh, you haven't? Oh, guys, you gotta watch that.
Aquaman's dope, dude.
You gotta. It's good.
I've gotta watch something to get me back in the mood for Momoa.
It's
watch that. So like he's one of the better parts of that movie. I will say that movie, like, and I'm gonna be Jason Lowry for a second. I like it for what it is, you know, because like I think
But-
there's some really weird like editing things that James Wan does, where like, he just holds on to a shot for like a split
Right.
second too long, where it's like two characters just staring at each other. And it gets weird. That's the.
Do you wonder if they're gonna kiss?
Yeah, but it's like Jason
Yeah.
Momoa and fucking Tamora Morrison. I'm like, are you gonna kiss your dad, or they're just like
He's yeah, but you know what's cool about him, dude?
like
they-
forever.
They took a generically boring superhero. Let's be honest. Come on.
True, yeah.
In the old Super Friends cartoon, I don't give a fuck about Aquaman. He was the guy, big deal. He could talk to whales. Who gives a shit? You know, he just was the boring one, man. And they managed to take him and make him fucking awesome, dude. He was just badass. I'm telling you, it was the surprise
Jeff
movie
Johns
probably
did a
for
really
me.
good job in the New 52 too.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, you know, and that's true. They did a better job more recently of him in the comic books, but I'm just saying, Aquaman still was kind of dull though. The movie really jacked it up 150%, man. It was cool, dude. Like Momoa was great in it, and I'm one of the people that like other than Game of Thrones, like I give a shit about anything he does. You know, when he was in Game of Thrones, all I cared about. You know,
I didn't like him in Conan. In like
I didn't like that Conan movie either. But you know, they were trying to find something for him. That's all. They're trying to find something he could fit in. Well, guess what? Aquaman's his jam, dude. That's his go.
But, like,
Stick with that, man.
Is he better than he was in Justice League? Because like he was fucking bro Aquaman to the max.
I think he's much better in the Aquaman movie. I feel like in Justice League
I think a lot of that probably was Whedon too.
Probably was, and I think that he had to get over some shit writing too in that.
Yeah.
So you know, the Aquaman movie.
There's a lot that's come out recently about that when we get to that trailer,
yeah,
I'm gonna dive into because
okay.
Surprising to me.
I will tell you that it's like, and that's why I'm looking forward to anything future. Like I don't know if they're gonna do an Aquaman 2. I'd like to see him do it though. I'd love to see more of him.
They are.
You know,
they talk about it at the fandom thing.
Okay, well that's cool because that's the one I'm looking. I'm looking forward. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Wonder Woman movie. I'm looking forward to that one too. That's awesome. You know, so hopefully I can't believe you guys haven't seen that yet.
I love
Jesus
you,
Christ.
Yeah, it's good, man.
You got to
You
see
know,
what you.
I
Anna
do
showed
love
it. Anna just showed it to me. I was fucking laughing, dude. Is that a fucking switchblade in his hand? I love it. That's great, dude. Jason,
man, look at you, dog.
Jason's
Jason loves that Dos Equis guy.
Yeah, it takes Jason about like 5.5 seconds to
Oh
get
my
a
god!
fucking me.
Yeah, dude,
He's the quickest fucking ever.
Yeah, dude.
That's awesome, though.
Shit.
That's so cool.
All right, so we got more thoughts on Wonder Woman.
Looking forward to it. That's it.
Yeah.
For me, I'm excited.
All right, what was the next one, Sam? Was it
Suicide Squad? They had the
Suicide
game
Squad.
and then the movie, and it wasn't a
Yeah.
trailer. It was like they did like the roll call. Ugh.
Yeah. It was
Yeah.
more like a talking about how they're what they're gonna be, how they're doing it or whatever, and
Yeah, just like a little sizzle reel kind of behind
Right.
the scenes type thing.
yeah.
See, like, all right, I know John Cena is not a good actor. I
think he's
he was funny. He was
He's
funny.
perfect.
He was funny in that Amy Schumer movie, but that's
Yeah,
like
he was.
But,
'Cause he was like totally gay.
He is. Yeah, man.
God, but like I feel like he's totally wasted his Peacemaker, where he could have actually been like had like a career making role if he had been U.S. agent.
Oh my god, dude! And I remember there was that rumor going around, and I was like, "It's perfect, man." He's just a big fucking doofy, like meathead douchebag.
Yeah.
And I was like, "That's perfect."
It almost is like he'd be
Man, I
playing
don't know
himself, right? I mean,
Yeah.
you know?
It's like we talked about with Harley Quinn. Like he's just made for a
Yeah.
role, and I thought,
Yeah.
but then they gave it to that like Kurt Russell's son. He looks like a fucking twerp, man. What are they doing?
I don't know. I
And they
That's why I think
Idris
John Cena's-
Elba into Bloodsport.
Dude,
Yeah.
so that's a gripe because I feel like he is wasted in this DC universe if they just have him like he's probably gonna die in this movie. You know what I mean?
No,
And it's
that
like-
sucks because he's such a good actor, dude.
I
Dude,
know,
like,
dude.
who the fuck cares about Bloodsport?
Nobody apparently
I know.
Idris Elba, and I guess
But-
he just thought
Well, I mean, I don't know. They probably were like, they're probably gonna make that character like a major deal too. Probably.
Oh yeah, just like Will Smith.
yeah, and I bet it'll be like wait and see how this movie does. You know,
Like,
Yeah.
so like I'll
But
say
like,
the
it also
cast-
does feel. It also
Yeah.
does feel kind of racist as fuck, doesn't it?
Of course. Well,
Because it's like,
Hollywood.
oh, we lost the one black dude with guns. Let's get a better
Oh,
actor
yes.
black dude with guns.
yes,
And then just,
of course,
like just like
of
fill those
course.
shoes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I hate.
Yeah.
I hate to go there.
I mean, I'll
But-
say like I
But it's true
watched
though.
it and I was kind of like indifferent on the first Suicide Squad, and it's like my same gripe of like basically the last act is a video game. You're just watching a video game. Like Suicide Squad did the same shit, right? So this, I was like, whatever, we'll see how it is. And after like that, what they showed us, I was just completely like not excited
Yeah.
because I thought like the costumes, it just looked like very CW to me, and I was
Yeah.
like, I couldn't be less excited about this movie. I could just give a fuck less. You
And
know, it's not.
I mean, okay,
Wow.
they brought back Boomerang. Cool.
I thought
That's
he was
true,
cool.
but
I liked him in the first.
I liked Boomerang in the first one.
I did
but we
too,
lost
but-
Croc.
Yeah, and Croc was actually cool in the first one too. I liked him a lot too.
Yeah.
But I
He
mean, I
was
like Ant.
annoying to me in the first.
Yeah,
one.
Anna's
it
whole
wasn't
mentality though
the
was
actor's fault, but
all those characters in the first one. You could get different actors to play them, and it wouldn't mean shit. She said, except for Harley
Yeah.
Quinn. It's the only one you have to have Margot Robbie to play that role. That's it. She felt like
Leon-
everyone else was replaceable. You know.
yeah, Leon in
And-
the chat, he said looks like Gumball Squad. He said it looked like a beer commercial. Gumball Squad. He said that's what he said. They look like a bunch of gumballs. I've never heard anybody call somebody a gumball, but that's funny to me.
Pretty
man. I'm
awesome,
gonna-
dude. That's like the new insult. You gumball. No.
Yeah, but I mean, Russ, like she's perfect, man. You know,
That's-
I think she just like we talked about this on air. Like,
Yeah.
she embodies that role. And she's
She
one of
does.
those casting
her-
decisions, right? It's just like
it's
she
her role.
is Harley Quinn. You know,
Yep. It's like you can't like now we've had 2 movies with Ryan Reynolds, right, playing Deadpool, and of course of all his shenanigans as Deadpool that he does, you know, his extracurricular activities on YouTube and shit and all this
Mhm.
stuff. Like you can't
Like,
tell
you
me
can't-
that
you
if,
can't separate.
no, they can't get anybody else to play that role now. Would you want to go see another
No.
a Deadpool movie if it wasn't Ryan Reynolds playing him? I wouldn't. I'd be like, go fuck yourself. I'm not gonna go see that shit.
I mean,
I kind of feel like they have
like,
the same
40.
problem with Wolverine
I do too a
Yeah.
little bit.
Yeah, I
I
can
Nick,
see
I
that
feel the
too.
same way.
because, like,
Yeah.
I guess at some point Keanu was like,
How
"I'm
tall
too
is he?
old now." I don't know.
Banana Reeves, he can't play Wolverine. He need to get shit.
Banana Reeves, yeah.
He can't play Wolverine.
He
Stick his
I,
old
I
ass.
think with the Suicide Squad, I'm at least like I mean James Gunn, I think can handle a movie,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and
I
I'm
agree.
hoping that the studio kind of just learned to leave these directors alone a little bit more
Yeah.
than they have in the past.
Just let them do their thing, man. Let them do
But,
their
like-
craft. That's what you hired
But
them
like
for.
going back to what you guys said about the cast, like so much of that cast is wasted. They have Peter Capaldi
Yeah,
I know.
playing the
Yeah,
bizarre.
and Michael Rooker's on it, and it's like these are actors and actresses that you want to hang on to that are good.
And
you know, like-
Savant's one of those characters that gets killed off in everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's who Michael
well, I mean-
Rooker's playing.
They're gonna.
And
Yeah,
I
I
think,
mean,
like, does and maybe this is a
And he wasn't
I
interesting.
don't-
He wasn't an interesting character without the Birds of Prey.
right. But it's like, does Marvel do that too? Do they waste actors and actresses? Do you think? Or,
Everyone that's played a villain besides Loki.
Yeah,
and
dude,
Thanos.
that's exactly what I was gonna say.
God.
Because you got like
Yeah.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah.
You got
Ugh,
fucking
Doctor Who guy.
Jeff Bridges. Yeah.
Uh,
Eccleston or something.
yeah, Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah. Like he's awesome. Yeah, so you're right. Any villain, because
Any
they always
villain.
cast him well.
Nope.
They always cast him well. I don't know who the fuck played Bumblebee or whatever the fuck his name was, and Ant-Man. What's his name? Hornet's
Oh,
Nest.
Yellow Jacket.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I never
Yeah.
saw that movie.
I actually didn't watch the second. I didn't watch Ant-Man and the Wasp.
I mean, I haven't seen either of them.
The
I'm
only
just like, okay, Paul Rudd is Ant-Man.
Yeah.
Noted. Like,
I watched
only
the first
actor-
one.
you know,
the only actor that I think they got a lot of mileage out of, and that's just because of the story, they couldn't kill him off right away, was the actor that played Thanos.
What about Loki? I mean, Loki was in.
Yeah, but Loki. See, I have a hard time with Loki being a villain. Loki's kind of like Loki's just Loki, dude. I like him so
Russ,
much,
he's
dude.
He's gonna be whatever the plot needs him to be.
That's it, pretty much. If he's got to be a
Dude,
bad guy now,
Dude,
he's gonna
he's
be
got his
Thor's
own
best friend,
show
you know?
coming.
I know, dude, and
I know.
that is something that I think Marvel
But-
does with certain characters. That they say, okay, well, you're gonna be what this movie needs you to be. Which I guess I feel like they do that with Black Widow a lot, like with her characterization. It's all over the place, you know.
Who's they got? Who the fuck? I can't. What? God, what's the actor they got to play? In Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2. Who played Eco?
Rocky Balboa, man.
Ego.
Or Ego.
Ego. Yeah,
Kurt
Ego.
Russell.
Ego. Kurt Russell. That's it. I kept thinking Big Trouble in Little China. I saw whenever I see him, that's the movie I think of
He's
automatically.
like Big Trouble in Little China. He's like,
Yeah, Big Trouble in Little China guy.
Lopan was in the Marvel
Port-
movies.
Pork Chop Express driving motherfucker.
Yeah,
Remember that?
Old man Lopan.
Yeah, but see, I felt like he's
Leon said Matt Damon too.
Matt Damon.
Matt Damon.
Like he's a good actor, man. And it's kind of funny to see they just they had him and they wasted him. He's gone. Kill him off.
Yep.
It drives me crazy when they do that. I can't stand
But-
when they have a good villain and they whack him.
You
Like,
wanna
can't you
see
just have
Russ,
him lose
you wanna
and not
see
kill him?
Russ go from 0 to 100 in the opposite direction?
Uh oh.
Hey, Russ, did you hear Batfleck's probably coming back?
Mhm.
Man, why?
Well, dude, I guess that takes us into the Flash movie, right?
Who cares about his old ass, man? Get the fuck on. I can't play Batman. It's too physically hard on me. Go fuck yourself, you drug.
I guess he
Got
said
it? No way.
he said it was like making him drink all the time.
Yeah, well, you know what? Maybe he needed to drink. Keep drinking, motherfucker. Go away. Go beat your
Russ,
wife or
he should-
something.
he
Go
should-
whatever.
He
I don't know.
should have just hit you up
God
and
damn,
tried
dude.
some crack,
Go-
dude.
Go yell at your kids some more. I don't know. Whatever. I don't know. Do something.
Jesus
Shit.
Christ, bro.
Flake, dude.
No, but he
I hate that guy, man.
They said that the Flash is gonna be Flashpoint, and that like Ezra Miller's like on board, and I guess like some contract shit, like he gets a writing credit or something.
So Grant Morrison wrote the first draft of that script.
Nice.
And now the director, who is somebody, the director's
forgot
done.
who it was.
Yeah, the director's done something else.
I knew the name and like what they had done before.
I can't stand when they start getting actors involved in writing. Just get
Well,
the fuck
sometimes
outta
it's
here,
good, dude.
Yeah, sometimes
guess.
it's cool. Like,
I don't know.
it
Maybe.
depends who it is. Like when they said way back when they said Ben Affleck was going to write the Batman movie, I was like,
Yeah.
hell yeah, let's go. I mean, the
Yeah.
dude wrote The Town, he wrote Argo.
I'd be
But
okay with
Ezra
him being.
Miller's not Ben Affleck. So I don't know what to say.
I'm better with him being a writer than I am actually playing Batman. Old geriatric fuck. Go
Well,
away.
hey, dude. Speaking of geriatric fucks, dude, Michael Keaton's in this too.
Yeah, Michael Keaton.
Yeah,
is
okay.
too.
He's playing
Who
Batman.
is he play? He's playing Batman.
He's playing
Playing
Batman.
Batman too.
Yeah.
So, dude,
How many
we're getting
Batmans are we gonna
Thomas
have?
Wayne. We're getting Thomas Wayne from one of them.
Okay, is he?
I hope
So
it's from
is
Ben
that who
Affleck.
Michael Keaton's gonna play? The Thomas Wayne
No,
Batman?
like
or-
I think Keaton's probably gonna play Batman
Old
Beyond
Bruce
Wayne.
Yeah, old Bruce Wayne.
And
It was like
Affleck,
old ancient Bruce Wayne.
and then Affleck could play fucking Flashpoint.
Yeah. Which
Holy
I would
shit.
totally
And then
cool.
like it's gonna confuse the shit out of the Flash. He's gonna be like, Bruce, and he's gonna be like, "How do you know that name?" You know. And
Yeah.
So
I'm Thomas. God damn
Does
it!
that mean we're gonna get a Terry McGinnis? Are we gonna get it?
Ooh, I don't doubt it.
I doubt
I
that.
really think that with Affleck and Keaton, I think those are going to be 5-minute or less
Yeah.
cameos.
But
God,
what
dude,
I do think we could get would be a Wally Wester and Impulse.
Ooh, that would be. I would love that.
That'd
So
be-
Iris West is in the Justice League trailer.
Interesting.
So I think they're building on that, which I think is a good thing.
Huh.
So that definitely
See, I've
could
been
mean some
jonesing for a
Impulse.
live action Batman Beyond, man. So
Oh my god, me too. I would love it.
I'm a huge. I love Batman Beyond, so it's great, man. Shit.
You know, fucking. I was talking about Keanu earlier. He came out and said he was too old to play Wolverine now.
Well,
Dude, somebody else he's too old to play is Terry McGinnis. He would have been a damn good, like
man.
Matrix age.
when he was young, yeah.
Matrix Keanu would have been the best Terry McGinnis.
Terry McGinnis, he would be one that it would be hard for me to separate, like whatever the new actor would be from the voice actor, because it's different. Like, you know, like Kevin Conroy is like super iconic as Batman, but by that point we'd had so many Batman iterations, right? So it's like you had Keaton, you had fucking Adam West, right?
Yeah.
But I think with Terry McGinnis, like you had the one voice actor. I don't remember. I can't remember his real name off the top. He was fucking Eric from Boy Meets World. What's his name? But like that voice was just so attached to that for me. So that would be an adjustment for me. At least.
The voice stood out. He definitely sounded different than any other Batman.
It was Fred Savage's younger brother.
No. It was the older brother from that movie. He does like a shit ton of Will Friedle. That's his name. Will Friedle.
Okay.
He does a ton of voice acting.
He was good though. That's I agree with you.
Batman Beyond was fucking legit, dude.
Yeah.
Talk about that another time. That was
yeah.
That Bane episode.
Right?
Oh my god, man. The villains were awesome. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, they're just
no, definitely.
How
we
ended up.
We could spend a lot of episodes talking about that show, dude. That was great, man.
All right, so Flash is going to be Flashpoint. Affleck and Keaton are confirmed.
Well, and just real quick before we move on, I feel like there might be like implications of maybe like resetting the universe, or just like, can they just come out and say like the Weed and Justice League movie's gone? You know, it's just, it doesn't exist. Like we were just playing.
Dude,
when Flashpoint
think about this real quick.
Yeah,
Flashpoint will come out in a couple of years,
right?
But the Snyder Cut is coming out.
In April or
whatever. What if Flashpoint establishes the Snyder Cut as the true version of the Justice League?
I mean, time will tell, because what if the Snyder Cut comes out and it fucking sucks? But
I know, right? They were like, no, we don't want that.
Yeah.
But I mean, let me after Flashpoint was said and done, wasn't there some changes that happened?
Yeah, like
major changes, right?
It started a new 52. Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, it was like a catalyst for a lot of shit, going a whole different direction. Okay, so that's what I thought. So you could really utilize as that, you know, erase what you've done and start again.
And see, like, I know you're not a fan of Batfleck, but he deserved a moment. He deserved his Batman moment.
I agree.
And he didn't get it.
I just didn't he just didn't work for me, man. And actually, I was trying to be accepting of him, but when he said that, you know, it was driving him to drink and all that shit, I was like, dude, get the fuck out of here, man.
But like, that's like the Whedonisms. I'm telling you, like all that comedy bullshit. You see that shit was way turned down in Avengers 3 and 4.
Yeah, and it's like, why do you think? Because it's like you take Avengers 1 and Age of Ultron, like, made a shit ton of money. Why did they get rid of Whedon?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? And I think there's a lot of behind the scenes shit that goes on. And
Cyborg is talking like a fucking Stockholm fucking syndrome sufferer.
Yeah. and I mean, we'll get to it, but his shit in Justice League is substantial. Like his story is substantial compared to what we got with Whedon. So
yeah.
I mean, can you imagine like if I guess we'll get into it. Like if you're Ray Fisher, right? And you sign on to do a movie because you like the script, you like the director's vision, you know, like, and from what I hear early on is like the Justice League movie is like it's basically the Cyborg movie, right? Like he is kind of like the heart and soul of it. And then you do all the work, you bust your ass to do this movie, and then they call you back and they're like, okay, well, we're literally changing everything. We want you to do all this goofy shit with the Flash. You know, and then it's like that would be frustrating in and of itself. And then the director's a douchebag, you know, like the new
right. So you're not, it's like a loss. Yeah,
all around, it's like, I kind of compare that shit like in a lot of ways, like to coaching. Like you'll bust your ass if you know your coach gives a shit about you, like as an athlete or something. Like comparing it to sports.
It just gives way more credence to everything the first Suicide Squad director and Jared Leto are saying.
Yeah.
Well. The Suicide Squad movie, like, there was a lot of shit left out of that movie. I would love to see a cut of that movie done with a lot of the Joker content cut out.
There's at least 2.5 hours of footage of
Jared Leto. Anna was telling me about that.
Mm-hmm.
She said that according to Leto, that like there was enough for enough to do a
solo Joker movie.
Solo Joker movie.
Yeah, and it's funny because that came out, I think, the same year that Rogue One came out, and like both of those movies had the same thing. It was David Ayer directed Suicide Squad, and and then fucking Gareth Edwards did. They said they were both too whatever, and we need to go and fix. And it's, I think that's kind of where the reshoot stigma started. I think because anytime every movie does reshoots, right? But it might be like the third unit directors doing reshoots for extras. But when that story comes out, this movie's doing reshoots, people lose their minds. And I think it's because of Batman versus Superman, or not that, but like because of
I was gonna say there was also some Star Wars movies that one in particular.
That and Solo.
Solo had to do a lot.
See, I hadn't heard about Rogue One having like a problem with reshoots. I just heard
the
that
whole,
they decided
like,
to add the fucking Vader shit in.
The last third of that movie was basically reshot, like the final act, like everything on the beach, everything on Scarif.
Everything I fucking hated about that movie was the reshoot. Yeah.
Well, they said, I think, like as far as Rogue One goes, I think they said that it felt too much like a war movie towards the end of it. I'm like, you literally have war in the name.
It was
it's like you don't go to Burger King and be like, they got too many burgers. Like, would you come here listen to
I do. Yeah. What'd you have, Burger King? Did you like it? No, it's too many burgers.
Too burgery.
That's funny, dude.
Tacos. I don't know what's your obsession with tacos at Taco Bell?
Right. I know. Why? Why don't they do burgers at Taco Bell? Makes no sense.
Well, they do tacos at Burger King now.
That's so gross, too.
I would suck a dude's dick before I ate a burger.
Boy, hey Samuel, between you and me, brother, Nick, tonight we're just letting it all out tonight, brother.
I know what I'm bringing to TFCon if I feel freaky.
Yeah, Nick's is gonna just sit there one.
What up, baby? Here's
I
got you one of
the tacos, Sammy. Is you hungry?
God,
I'm a man of my word. I'll put my money where my mouth is.
He's like, dude, I'll make sure I bring chapstick for you, Sam. It's all good.
I can't wait. What'd you guys think of the Justice League trailer, man?
I liked it.
Oh, dude. I'll say Zack Snyder not only loves that song, but he loves that rendition of that song.
Yeah.
Because he did in Watchmen.
Well, the Night Owl dude tweeted at him about it. I've
But
heard that before. He said.
I love the shots with the music. I thought it was cool. Like on the,
So Russ, I think that is my favorite type of trailer of just playing the scene with the music on. I think that always like that is just like tickles my fancy for whatever.
Yeah, it's cool. I don't really need to hear dialogue. I don't need to hear. Just show me some quick flashes, some quick shots. I don't need.
Do you miss trailers where you hear this voice that goes, "In a world"?
Here we go.
A little bit. I won't lie. I kind of dug it. I just like the hype. I like the hype of it.
Where the studio stays the fuck out of the director's way.
Ha!
In a world where
Doesn't
Russ
exist.
stabs crackheads.
This world. That's this world, man.
Never,
We're living in that world.
I have never stabbed a crackhead. I'll have you know.
He shot several.
Oh, you go.
And threw a lot of them off.
No, I never shot any of them. I had to grab them a couple times and and like, give me the fucking money. That's what I back to you. It's not the same.
Russ doesn't count shooting crackheads with rock salt as actually shooting them.
It's rock salt. It's not, I mean, rock salt's not real bullets. It's it's different. It doesn't count. Doesn't count.
I think.
Do you say it still hurts? Well, it's got to hurt a little bit.
What?
I remember
it looks like, from just based on the trailer, and I think it's, it looks like a completely different movie. And I'm not even. I definitely have my criticisms with Zack Snyder, but there's something about seeing a director just get to do what they set out to do. Because I definitely have criticisms of them, but.
Didn't you tell me, Sam, didn't you say that they like reshot a ton of that movie though? Basically,
from what I don't remember where I read this, but they said that they used 10% of what Zack Snyder shot in the one
that is insane.
So
you're telling me they basically made like 2 movies?
Yeah,
2 different versions of this movie.
Yeah.
That's wild as shit, dude.
It's even worse than the Donner cut, because the Donner cut was still mostly Donner shit.
Yeah, the Donner cut has a lot of it. It has extra long scenes in it, and it has extra scenes in it, and some stuff's out of order a little bit, a little weird in order. But for the most part, they used everything. I mean,
it's like, along with it being a lot of scenes reshot, it was a lot of the script rewritten.
And the CGI redone.
Yeah, because they changed the way that Steppenwolf looked, right? So that's a whole character. I mean, that's what became the main villain, having to start from the ground up, and that's why he looks so terrible. But I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like you said, Doomsday too.
Yeah, he kind of looks
like Doomsday looked worse than the Abomination, and the Abomination came out like 10 years before.
I know. I do not understand it. I don't understand it. But
okay, yeah. What's weird about the Abomination? It's almost like they just wanted to make it like make Abomination like this the ugliest fucking thing they could do. Just make him some ugly fucking creepy looking blobby looking thing. And I'm like, but I don't know. It just didn't match.
And I think but I said this. I posted the trailer. I think in the Realm or something. And I think what I said was like, this trailer has more heart and soul and gave me more of an emotional response than the whole Whedon movie that I saw. It's like just the shit with like when it shows like Superman in the sky and like Lois sees him. I'm like, damn, dude, like that's heavy. That's heavy. And then like her seeing like, it was like she's like just interacting with fucking.
And we're gonna get black suit Superman.
That looks badass, by the way. I like that. That's cool looking.
And then even at the end, like when Ben Affleck's like giving him the fucking pep talk or whatever, like even that shit, I'm like, it works for me. It works for me. And
yeah, I guess
I've never, and it's like, like I say, like I watch movies, I'll see them in the theaters, and some of them are like, looking back, I didn't like it, whatever, but I enjoyed it while I was there. Justice League and Episode 9 were like the 2 movies that I can think of where like I was taken out of it and like just wanted to leave because I was like just like, what the fuck is this? And like with Justice League, like by the end I was literally just like laughing at the movie because
I can agree with you on Justice League, but man, I stand for fucking Episode 9.
I don't know.
And
I just
and it's like the first shot. where
Holy
you see
shit.
Superman with his stupid
Breaking
ass
news.
mustache,
They just
man.
posted it in our chat. Thank you,
Mhm.
Lowry and fucking Wolfenstein. Chadwick Boseman is dead at age 43 from cancer.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, no shit. Really?
No, dude.
You gotta be fucking kidding me. Oh my god.
Dude, so like he was somewhere on
He
like
looked
a red
horrible,
carpet.
and I just
Yeah,
thought
he
it was
looked
for a
fucking
fucking
terrible, dude.
role.
Yeah, everyone
Well,
was thought it was for
I-
a role. Holy shit.
That's what I
dude.
thought.
He
He
was
looked really thin
diagnosed
and
with-
emaciated.
He was diagnosed with colon cancer 4 years ago.
So he's been battling colon cancer basically over.
Dude, that gives so much more to his performances, the fucking Black
Yeah,
Panther.
it
He did
does.
all of that while fucking battling cancer.
Yeah,
And he,
2000
by the way, he looked he
2016.
looked phenomenal in that movie too. Like physically, he looked great. That's
a
the, I mean,
huge fucking
God,
loss, man.
that's a
Like,
huge loss. Who the fuck are we gonna get to play him now?
He's just not gonna
Chadwick
be
Boseman.
there.
Oh,
passed
yeah,
away.
he's not replaceable.
Cancer.
man.
Black Panther.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't even know he had cancer. It completely caught me off guard on it.
Yeah,
That's fucking
Russ,
nuts,
like
dude.
Sam was saying, like he was on the red carpet somewhere and looked like shit.
Yeah, and like,
Right, but
everyone thought like he was doing it for
Yeah.
role. Like he
For
hadn't
a
committed to anything. Like
I did too. I thought it was. I
Well,
thought
there was
he
a
had lost.
caption from like TMZ
Yeah.
or some shit, like Chadwick
Yeah.
Boseman loses weight for role and such
Uh-huh.
and such.
I think that's just what you would assume. Like that's what I would assume if
Yeah.
I just saw him look like that. But
Well,
okay, dude.
I don't know, man. You know, some actors and actresses,
Dude,
man,
he
are
was-
really private. You know, so maybe he was just keeping that shit under wraps because he
Yeah.
didn't want
Dude,
nobody really
No,
knowing.
and that's perfectly his right.
Yeah. No,
I'm
that
just saying
definitely
it
is.
it's a huge loss because I mean,
Oh,
that
it's
dude,
definitely
that
a-
dude was, dude, he was
Well,
Jackie Robinson. He was,
And he was a
fucking
really good actor, and
He was James
really good.
Brown,
and,
dude.
then,
Yeah.
and then we have
In fucking black. God damn, dude.
and then and then he played probably arguably probably my favorite fucking. I mean, other than Doctor Strange, it's my favorite
Yeah.
Marvel movie. Away from the
And he's
Avengers.
he's
I
another
love
one.
Black Panther.
Yeah, and he's another one. Like
Oh.
he is Black Panther.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
So you don't separate those two. Like you don't.
right. How are we gonna?
Man.
What are we gonna do? Like, are they gonna kill him off and have his sister take on the mantle, or what are we gonna do?
Because that's what they did in
I don't
the
know. I don't
comics.
know. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I will say I wouldn't want to be the ones in charge of making that
Yeah.
decision. How that's
Yeah,
gonna
that's rough,
man,
dude.
His family, the dude was only 43.
Yeah, he's pretty young. That's
4
crazy,
years,
dude.
dude. So when let me look and see when Civil War came out.
Jesus.
That's insane, man.
That was 2016, right?
Civil War was Civil War 2016.
Yeah, 2016. So he fucking, at least when that movie came out, he knew him. Like, he was fucking sick, dude.
Jesus.
And then he did both the Avengers movies, Black Panther. Holy
Uh-huh.
fuck, badass, dude.
Yeah.
Well, he wasn't really in game very much, not until the end. So,
Yeah.
sorry, bad joke. Anyway, it's
Yeah,
terrible,
but-
dude. God
yeah.
damn.
Dude.
Fuck.
It
Crazy,
sucks. It's bad news, man. Yes, I feel like we're losing like a lot of good fucking entertainers and shit, dude. It's crazy. I don't know. It's
That's
been a rough.
nuts, man.
2020 can suck a dick. God, I'm done
Real,
with
man.
it.
Yeah, and it's like he fucking kept
Yeah,
it under
man.
wraps and shit. Like,
Yeah, it's.
I mean that's like commendable. I think. I don't know.
I mean, God, it's a horrible loss, and of course I'm so terrible because my first thought is, oh fuck, no more Black Panther. Oh no, because I agree with you, Sam. Like I can't see anyone else playing the role,
No,
so
dude,
I can't do it.
His family released a statement, and this is just part of it. A true fighter, Chadwick persevered through it all and brought you many of the films you've come to love so much. His family said in the statement. From Marshall to The Five Bloods, August
was good.
Wilson's Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and several more, all were filmed during and between countless surgeries and chemotherapy.
holy shit.
That's
dude.
fucking
It
crazy,
was the
dude.
honor of his career to bring King T'Challa to life in Black Panther.
Yeah, man.
Boseman
That,
had not spoken publicly about his diagnosis.
Wow.
I just saw that same thing, man.
That guy's a fucking soldier, dude. That's amazing.
Holy fuck, dude.
That's incredible. He's an
brutal.
artist, man. The guy's a really good entertainer, really good actor. That's a loss. It's a bad loss.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Whoever posted that in the chat, thanks.
Yeah.
You brought the fucking show down. Thanks.
Yeah.
Dude,
Thanks a
Thanks,
lot.
Lowry.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah.
for your
Fucking
fucking
Wolfenstein.
contribution.
God
Okay,
damn,
guys.
dude.
God
I'm
damn
joking,
it.
dude.
You're
Stop
just
fucking
trying
with
to
it.
take viewers away from us.
I know, man. Way to bring us way the fuck down.
I'm gonna get drunk tonight for Chadwick Boseman, dude.
Yeah, man. Wow.
You don't you need a fucking excuse. Shut up.
I'm a pour a shot out for him.
I'll pour one out for him, dude.
Oh god. It's like,
And
I'm gonna
that-
get
and
drunk
that's
for
pretty-
Chadwick.
and-
Get
hey,
out of here.
And that's pretty generous. I only got about 4 left.
Oh no.
That's amazing how much work he was doing while he was.
Dude,
That's nuts.
I mean,
dude.
that's
It's like
not
Alex
like-
Trebek too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy.
And
No,
that
like,
dude
that's-
just turned like 80 or some shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
Nuts.
it's jeez, dude. I don't know. Motherfuckers be
Fuck
fighting their asses
cancer,
off.
fuck 2020.
Mhm.
Shit.
Indeed.
All right, guys. I'm done being sad. Let's
So-
get back to this shit.
Well, what? So we're like,
Any
I
last words
wonder-
on Justice League.
yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say. I was asking you. Go ahead, man.
Nah,
Well, no, I
what's
was gonna say. I
next,
wonder
bro?
if there's. I wonder how much of it is gonna be all new footage. That's what I want to know.
Oh yes, I remember.
I'm dying. I'm
So
dying to know.
They did say it's gonna be released in like 4 1-hour episodes. So it's
Yeah.
like a mini series, right? Because so it's a good 4-hour runtime. Zack Snyder said like somewhere that like he was like, this is not for kids, which sign me up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
Yeah. I mean,
my concern, just in this real quick, is like,
Mm-hmm.
how many movies have you watched where you're like, you get it on DVD and like you watch the deleted scenes and then you're like you're excited about it, but then you're like, well, I can kind of see why that was a deleted scene.
There,
sometimes.
That's what I'm worried
yeah,
about.
I can
Is that
understand.
we're gonna get a lot of that where it's like maybe
Well,
they could have trimmed the fat a little bit.
Maybe.
I'm a fan of director cuts, though.
Yeah.
No,
I
me
kind of.
too. Me too, and I think I enjoy
too.
them generally.
Yeah.
Like
And
I
producers
do.
cuts as it goes for Halloween
I-
6.
I
take
I
what you
think
can get,
you
right?
know what it is. I agree with you what you're saying. When I say sometimes you can see why they cut it, but I will tell you that there have been times when I've watched like cut scenes and I'm going, why the fuck didn't they leave that in there? That would have helped
Yeah.
out so much. You know?
Yeah.
I get bitter, man. I'm like, come on, you're killing me.
Yeah, and I think
know?
I probably feel that more than
Yeah,
than
I
feel
definitely
feel at the
do.
time, because it's like for me, it's for a lot of things like more is more. I don't know
Uh-huh.
if that makes sense, you know.
No, it is, and I know it's time restraints. Typically, that's what it is. They do typically
dude,
they
you're-
want a movie under a certain amount of time. And,
Dude, so the
Yeah.
studio came to them and they wanted it under 2 hours,
yeah,
which is
I mean,
insane,
and it's
which is insane, dude.
yeah, I know, but it's just because typically most people can only handle about an hour and a half to 2 hours for movies, and then people get kind of like start losing it. They're losing their interest, and
I can handle a 3-hour movie with no problem. As
Yeah,
long
that's
as it
nothing.
keeps my attention.
yeah, people don't like to get up and take a piss, you know.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, to me, if the content is worth it to the story, you should leave it in.
Yeah,
That's how I
absolutely.
feel. You know,
And at that point, if it's relevant and pertinent and
Yes.
engaging, 5 hours. Fuck what?
Yeah,
make it.
yeah.
Yeah,
yeah, we'll give us an intermission. Fuck it.
which would be cool,
Intermission.
'cause I got a bladder like a pregnant lady, man.
Yeah, me too.
But it's like I'm excited. I'm excited
Yeah.
just because it's something, and even if it's not like a fucking masterpiece, if it's better than the Justice League we got, I'll take it. I'll take it. And like I said, I'm not crazy about Zack Snyder. I definitely got my criticisms about him,
Yeah.
but I think I just want to at least see him execute
Kate
what
just-
he wanted.
Kate just found the Chadwick Boseman thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sucks, dude.
Yeah.
I think it just sucks. Yeah, not to bring it down again, but the Chadwick Boseman thing I think sucks because he was like an actor that I think a lot of people liked him as a person. You know what I mean too, because he's a good dude. So I think it hits harder a little bit because when it's someone that that was such a captivating person in real life and not just in his craft, but he was also good in his craft. You're just like, fuck.
Jackie Robinson, dude.
He did.
He's great, dude. Great, man. It's phenomenal, dude. So I don't know. Yeah, it's a tough loss, dude. I don't know what you're gonna do, but I know it's gonna be interesting because I thought they were supposed to be doing another Black Panther movie.
They were.
Thought so.
Well,
yeah.
Dude, so yeah, and like the news on that kind of
they were trying to.
It started trickling out and then not coming at all. So I wonder if. Like at least they were kind of privy to, because I was listening to I don't remember what podcast, one of the ones in here, but they were like, we haven't heard anything about that in a long time. Well, what's up with Black Panther 2?
That's true. It kind of went away. You heard about it. You're right, and it's also
because like there were all the rumors about Dr. Doom or Storm
and Namor, being the villain, and
Namor being the villain,
which would have been fucking awesome. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see what they do from a story point. But I don't know.
You want to go into this Batman shit? And
man.
I think that's it, right?
Think so.
Did you get to watch it, Russ?
Yeah, I saw the Batman. Okay. Yeah, I did.
By the way, this is the real Loki.
Oh, hey Loki. Real Loki.
Oh, he's cute, man.
It's a she.
She's cute. It's a she. You named a female cat
Loki.
That's
Loki.
badass.
She came named.
Oh, she did? That's cool though. I mean, I don't know. It's all right. I had a male cat and I don't want to tell you. I named him a very feminine name. Anyway. But he was all white. He looked like a girl, dude. He just looked like a girl. It wasn't even
one of those in between names. He just named her Susan and was like, he's a dude.
Boy named Sue.
A boy named Sue, yeah.
Which I will do whenever we get karaoke.
That's true. Anna had a female dog named Mork. Like I don't know. I guess she was.
Like Mork and Mindy?
Like Mork and Mindy. That's where it's from. Anna was, I guess, a big fan of Mork and Mindy.
So, Russ, did you get a chance to watch the Batman?
Yes, I did. I saw the Batman show. I saw that.
Okay. Yeah, what do you think, Russ, man?
Well, I'm excited because, like, at first, it was funny. At first, I was really standoffish about him playing this, about him taking on this, about them just basically using Twilight Boy as but I really enjoyed the trailer. It's actually got me excited for the movie. I'm looking forward to it. I still don't like the Batmobile, but that's okay. I'll deal with it.
I like
Batmobile. Looks like shit to me.
I love it, dude. I love it.
The stripped downness of it.
I just want something that can. I just want something that can take a beating.
That's
all I want.
It just doesn't scream Batmobile to me. That's all. I can't.
Yeah, but
it just doesn't have certain
Batman,
things.
Russ.
And see when you say that, that's what makes me think. Okay, I get it. It's almost like the Batmobile before the Batmobile. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
like
get
a proto
that.
Batmobile.
Like yeah.
And like what you said. And I mean like so just like context. This is like the director said it's year 2, which we're circumventing the origin story. Which I'm like, hey.
Good
I'm
deal.
cool with that.
That's
let's
good
hit
because
the ground running. We know we get it. We know how Batman became Batman, and I think that a lot of the things he does and says, I think the way he fights is very early career Batman, right?
Yeah, where he's punching that dude in the face just over and over again.
Yeah, that was really good.
And like that's really something
good.
that I've seen drawn kind of just like joking criticism of like people just kind of like poking fun at it, but then like real criticism, like I just like things that I've seen of people being like, so like, you know, you like you ask, like he asked you a question, he's like beat him into a coma, but like to me it's like when you're at this stage, you know, because like you think for Batman, like every bad guy he gets his hands on is Joe Chill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's that frustration, it's that anger that he's taken out, and like you saw that in that And I think like just the way the suit moves, the way he fights, it's fucking awesome, dude. Fucking perfect.
At this point in Batman's career, he always described his mission. It was his mission, but he always described it as a crusade.
Yeah.
Batman was taking no prisoners. Batman was breaking everybody. He was
and when he says I'm vengeance, that's exactly what the fuck he means. Because I think, you know, like if you want to compare it to what most people seen like the Nolan Batman movies, like Bruce Wayne came back to Gotham with a plan of how to fix Gotham with the system, right?
Right.
But I think this Batman doesn't have that plan yet.
No.
And it's not as much about fixing the thing from the inside out. It's about, I don't know how to explain. It's like molding it with your hands. You know what I mean?
This comes across to me as a younger, like he's younger when he starts taking up the mantle of Batman. Then, like the Nolan movie, like when you watch Batman Begins, I feel like Bruce Wayne was a little bit older when he came back. By the time he had all his training and done everything, was running with the fucking League of Assassins,
early 30s, maybe.
And I feel like this version of Batman, I think they're kind of bringing him back as he's coming back to Gotham as Batman, like a younger guy than he was.
The thing is like there's been so much of that added to Batman's backstory.
Yes,
like the Henry Ducard stuff, and then Ra's al Ghul got added to it later.
Right,
and
exactly.
Then, I mean, it goes into matches Malone and all that bullshit. And then,
I mean, having him having him undergo all the shit that he and it's like a writer will get and just add new shit to it, you know, each time.
And then it becomes too much to try to coalesce into one concise story. So I think they're smart and kind of just skipping it. But something I do like me and Nick have talked about this is like, this is not like the Bruce Wayne who's gonna like gallivant around town during the day and put on a face. Like he doesn't give a fuck. He's just Batman to a fault, to a self-damaging fault. Where like he's it's just like Nick said, it's the mission. That's it. Yeah. Like he's a fucking soldier and like he's addicted to this shit. And he doesn't have the balance in his life that he needs.
When you think about Batman, don't you always envision that when he first starts putting the suit on, and that's what it was all about that initially?
Yeah, that's who he is.
Right. It's not until later on, after he's been doing it for a few years, that he sort of says, "Oh, I have a company I got to actually look after. I got things I got to do too." And
also realizing that like use your position of, I guess, like power.
Right.
You know, like your resources, use that to also fix Gotham.
Yes. And so so it's almost a learning process. It's almost like
I think we're really early in this movie.
Yeah.
Which I kind of think this is cool because they have a chance to actually do something with the Batman character that I feel like a lot of people don't do enough. They have a chance to really evolve it. In the movies. And I'm assuming they're going to, me too. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing watching him.
Trilogy.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. We're gonna watch him grow up as Batman, you know, and grow into it, you know.
Yeah.
So
whereas,
it'll be fun.
The progression of Bale was like just so sudden between Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah,
and
it was jarring. It was like it's like it's understandable, but at the same time, really,
Dark Knight. Like as much as I love that trilogy, and to me, it's still like that's. Like this gonna be my favorite until maybe this one will change it. But the last movie was always like I could live without it.
Yeah,
I could just take Batman Begins and The Dark Knight and that kind of.
And I'm a comic Bane fan.
Yeah. Well,
no, me too.
Bane was ridiculous, and it was my favorite actor right now, Tom Hardy. And I mean,
he was ridiculous, but I kind of. I liked him, some aspects of it, but I felt like I almost felt like they made this version of Bane. I mean, he was smart, but he was still. Yeah. I didn't like
it's
that.
Like the voice was off-putting, but I did like the take on the character. I thought it worked for.
It worked for what they were doing.
But I think hopefully with these movies. they kind of learn from that, and maybe they have
All right.
more of a, and I think if they know that they're going to have a trilogy, maybe they already have an endpoint in mind, right?
Who's the guy with the duct tape on his face? People are saying it's the Riddler.
Yeah, and I don't know. I mean, they've only shot 25% of this movie, so.
Yes, there's no way to know.
Could
I mean,
be.
by the way, how many villains are they supposed to have in this movie? We got a Catwoman.
A lot, and I'm not worried about it. Dude, in Rust,
Catwoman,
yeah,
Penguin,
I'm
Riddler.
not worried about it because of like think of all the villains in Batman Begins, right?
Well, in Batman Begins, we have Al Ghul.
And we get
Ra's al
Carmine
Ghul.
Falcone in this movie also.
Yeah. Oh,
Now, see,
man.
that's something I like because that's one of my
Toro,
favorite,
dude.
and that's someone that I feel like doesn't get a lot of respect in his like villains gallery. I feel like Falcone doesn't get the respect he deserves. He's a bad motherfucker, dude.
And then
Yeah,
I
the
kinda like him.
newspapers. What was it? The
Gotham's
The
badass,
Dawn
it's
is
true.
dead.
Yeah, it's like the mayor. Like, so that's who
Yeah.
gets killed, and that's whose like funeral they were at.
Yeah,
like
but
the mayor.
they have
Okay.
newspapers, and on it is red writing something about like the Dawn is dead, or like the Dawn.
Yeah, well,
the Dawn is innocent, or
Don.
some shit.
It said like the Don did it again. So I think it was like something he maybe like something he like an act he did or something.
Yeah.
But then like it said like lies and shit on it. But
Well, they're not gonna
I'm
have
not-
the
I'm not
Joker
worried
in
about-
this yet, right?
no,
I mean,
Dude.
I'm
they're
not
saving
worried
that till
about
later.
the villain thing just because
I
I
think
think they're
it's
just throwing
Albert.
us into a world.
I think
guess.
it is.
Alberto Falcone, dude, I would love that, man.
Kind of badass. It's a different. It's cool.
It's long Halloween, dude. It's long Halloween.
You get fucking.
Yeah.
You do a trilogy.
I-
you get three, 4, 5 villains every movie.
You know, I've wanted.
But
I've,
in Nick, it just real quick, like the shit with like
Yeah.
Catwoman breaking into that scene, like that's Long Halloween.
Yep.
right,
you know.
which is a really, really good story. Okay,
The dump
Which
of
I've been
villains
waiting-
into it,
it's like-
that's Long
it's-
Halloween.
it's one of my all-time favorites, and I've been waiting for them to incorporate it into a movie.
So I mean, they
in some
did
way,
they did
you know.
a lot with
really-
the Dark Knight, like
They-
at
yes,
least with like the
sorta.
Two-Face. So, and I think they took the
Yeah, I
relationship
guess, but-
between Batman, Two-Face, and
Uh-huh.
Jim Gordon. I think that's kind of pulled
That's
from.
what they. Yeah,
It's
but that was.
Yeah.
it's almost frame for frame
I got you.
from the
They
comic.
took a little. They took
Yeah.
a little sample
From a
little
comic
sample.
panel, you know?
They
Yeah.
just cut.
The
they,
rooftop
just
shit.
cut they just cut his wife out.
But that was it. That was it.
Right. But I would like to. I would like
Yeah,
to see him
glorious.
adapt more of that story. Because that was it's really cool, man. It's good, and
Because
I don't know.
the fucking unless they're just like throwing it out there. I mean, the Riddler isn't the type of dude to duct tape his face up like that.
No, he's not. Which is kind of
Yeah, and if it is the Riddler,
Hats off to
Paul
him.
Dano. Yeah, Paul Dano's incredible. That's
Is-
an incredible actor.
Is Scarecrow supposed to be in this?
Not
No?
that I've
Okay.
heard of.
That I
All right.
heard of.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't know how
'cause
many villains they're actually going to have in it and all. I know
I think so. We got Penguin,
we
Riddler,
got Penguin,
Catwoman,
Riddler,
Carmine
Falcone.
Falcone.
Falcone. Is that? I mean, who knows? God only knows that they're going to surprise us with
I think
something. But
that's it. But it's like I don't worry about that because, like in Batman Begins, we had Carmine Falcone, we had Ra's al Ghul, we
Right.
had Scarecrow, we had fucking Zaz, we had Flash.
Yes.
So and they found a way to balance those out well. So I'm not.
that's true. They did. You're right.
I'm
It
not
wasn't.
concerned.
It wasn't
I'm
too
not
bad.
concerned about Spider-Man
But-
3 syndrome. You know.
But I felt like Raz was really like the only real major one. Even though I love Falcone.
exactly. And I think that's how it's going to
I-
shake out in this movie is
you
that
know-
there's going to be a main big bad and everyone
Yeah.
else just kind of fits their role.
Everyone else just is a pain in the ass along the way.
Pain in the ass and a thorn in the side, man.
You got it. That's funny, dude. I will say though, after watching the we call it a trailer or call it a teaser. I don't know, but
Teaser, yeah.
teaser is, but it's definitely got me more excited for the movie. I will say
Yeah,
that.
I'm excited about and it's like
Yeah.
there's always like my favorite thing. One of my favorite things about like any Batman iteration is like what's his relationship like with Jim Gordon?
Yeah.
And so I'm excited to see that they like are in some type of working relationship. Like
hmm
and Nick, something to Matt Reeves was saying, which gives me some like super strong Court of Owls feels, is like they were talking about like as he goes deeper into solving like this string of murders that's happening, it's like he just like discovers more about like the corruption in Gotham and like how his like the original like Gotham families are like how they play a part in it. Like the Waynes are included in that. So like that's something that makes me think of Court of Owls and I'd love to see them pull from that story, man. Not necessarily with them, but just diving into like just understanding like Gotham as a character.
Yeah.
I love the way Snyder's done that.
We can go from there into Gotham Knights.
Yeah. Yeah.
That trailer.
That looks
okay,
good.
let me ask you guys. Okay, so the premise of this is that Batman is dead, right?
Mm-hmm. Do you think he's really dead?
No.
Batman's never ever really dead, but here's my issue with it. I always envision when Batman passes away that somebody else is going to pick up the mantle of Batman, right? And I always thought it might be Dick Grayson, but he's not Batman. He's Nightwing. So I'm like, wait a minute, and this is going to have Damian in it, correct?
Hell yeah, it is.
Okay, the Brat Prince himself. Okay, so that represents another thing. Okay, so we're gonna have Robin with no Batman, and the whole family. I get it, but it's weird to me because I just, why wouldn't you have Dick Grayson take up the mantle of Batman and have Damian
they're just
as his
finding
Robin?
out about this, and
so is this just shit? So I guess this shit
hits
is
the
happening.
fan.
Yeah,
right
I think something's going on, and he just comes up and is like, "You're on your own." You know,
we got to think about too. If the villains of Gotham found out Batman was dead, they would go fucking ape shit.
Yeah.
They would just go they would start running amok. You know, so,
they've got to though. I mean that's gonna have to be part of this game. And
right,
it
has
looks
to be
good, and
it does look good. I
playable
like
Damian, baby.
Yeah,
dude, that's gonna be cool, man. That's gonna be cool.
To play as that little bitch.
Little bitch. Hey, man. I don't see Tim Drake anywhere near this motherfucking game.
Well, that's
fucking Red. Hey, he's working at Red Robin. Flipping
He's working at Red.
making disgusting fries.
Yeah, fucker takes over gets his own identity, and it's a fucking burger joint.
Yeah, he's like, guys, should my name be Red Robin or Applebee's? And they were like, I don't know, Red Robin. He's like, my superhero name's Chili's.
Yeah, he was trying to decide. He came to them shit.
Yeah,
he came to Dick in fucking Starfire and was like, "Hey, I'm trying to choose between two names. Let's go with Red Robin or this other great name I figured out, Red Rocket."
Red Rocket? Dude, that's a name of a chain, restaurant chain. Anyway, go ahead. That's funny, dude. I don't know. I will say this: Damian's definitely caught on, kind of. I feel like in the like just in pop culture now. Like I feel like Damian Wayne is the new is kind of become Robin now. You know what I mean? That's synonymous. When they brought that character, introduced that character, I wasn't sure if it was going to be able to last, if the popularity was going to pick up on him. But they wrote it. He's been written really well.
Yeah.
And then whenever he's in the movies that they do, the animated movies, I like him in the animated movies. I won't lie. I will not lie to you. I like him.
Dude, that whole conversation he has with Batman when Batman's dating and he's fucking lecturing Batman about having protection and shit.
Yes.
I don't want a little brother.
He says, so Pennyworth tells me you're dating a felon. He's like, former felon. It's like, whatever. In any case, like he's like, do what you need to do with her and dispose of her. You know?
Yeah.
It's great, dude. He's like, and for God's sakes, wear protection. We don't need another incident. And he did know it. Remember, he picks on him about his taste in women too. He's like, let's be honest, Father, your taste in women isn't that great. My mother is a perfect example. You know, it's like, oh shit.
Dude, the comics.
It's a good scene, dude. That's
Dude,
really good.
They've been having Damian running the Teen Titans in the comics.
But it fits.
And
He's
it's
good.
been
It
so
works.
good.
It works.
And now it's like the Titans versus Damian because Damian's done all sorts of shady shit.
No,
Damian
he's
and
done some
Batman fight.
He's done some Batman kind of shit.
Oh no,
hasn't
he goes way beyond Batman.
Does he? Oh wow. Well, Damian. Listen, you gotta understand how Damian. That's one of the fun things about Damian. He was brought up by his grandfather and his mother to basically be a trained fucking killer. From the time he could walk, the kid was learning how to assassinate people. I mean, what do you want? You know, he's torn. The guy, you know, his mind thinks in a different way. That might be why he's the most dangerous Robin of all the Robins. He's the scariest, most dangerous motherfucker because, like, Dick's got a conscience. Yeah. Dick had a life before becoming Robin, right? He has like, and he has sort of like a code that he understands. And in the rest of them, they have kind of like the other Robins have had that same thing. They've got like a good nature side of them. Damian's a stone cold killer, dude. He'll kill a motherfucker. He don't give a shit.
Yeah, I know, man.
He is frightening.
Do you guys care if I spoil Teen Titans?
No, spoil Teen Titans? No, it doesn't.
Oh, dude. So Damian and the Teen Titans were finding criminals and jailing them underneath their tower and mind wiping them.
That's fucked up, but
they ended up killing Deathstroke. Deathstroke comes back to life later on in the story to hunt Damian and shit.
Oh, because he wants revenge for killing him.
Damian wasn't the one that killed him. Fucking Batman finds out because Damian killed somebody else too. It was like Damian killed Brother Blood.
Oh, Brother Blood. Okay, all right.
So Damian just murked him, and so like fucking Batman is like, Brother Blood's dead. How the fuck did that happen? So he starts investigating and finds out Damian did it, and comes and and like the Titans are fighting Damian, trying to bring Damian in. Then Batman's like comes in and he's like, everybody step down. Damian, you're coming with me. And Damian's like, fuck you, I ain't going with you, old man. He's like, I'm gonna it's your fault Alfred's dead. And all this other shit. And so Damian and Batman fight, and then Damian just pieces out, and he ripped off the fucking Robin symbol and threw it at Batman.
Oh, so he's like bolting, he's like going out on his own.
So
shit.
Damian is Robin no more.
Maybe he's gonna take over his destiny, and he's gonna run the League.
Of Assassins.
Yeah, man. Maybe he's gonna go do. I mean, that's what Ra's al Ghul wanted for him.
Shoes to fill it, man. Them little kid size 5 shoes.
And
Ra's
they
al
also
Ghul was
brought
bringing
Heretic back.
The clone, did it really?
The clone that Talia made that killed him.
Yeah, that's the grown. He was the grown up version, right?
Yeah.
Clone. Yeah. Yeah, he was the one. He's all like desperate for Talia's affection. I'm your son. I'm your son too.
Yeah.
I can be better than he is. Talia's like, stop being a little bitch. Come on.
Thor 6 came out last week. Is it too?
Yeah, you said you were digging that, man.
Is it too early to spoil that?
I don't know. I haven't read it yet, but I don't care.
I mean, I don't care, but
it's been a week.
Yeah, I don't want
to do a 10-second countdown.
10, 9, 8, 7.
I can't do this anymore.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. Thor and Galactus have teamed up.
Hey.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Thor is now Galactus's herald. Because...
Wait a minute. Whoa, wait a minute. Did Galactus give him the power cosmos?
Galactus imbued Thor with the power cosmic.
He doesn't even need it. He's Thor.
Fucking the threat is so big to Galactus that he decides he needs to imbue Thor with the power cosmic. And Thor agrees because this being called the Black Winter. And this thing has only ever showed up in past iterations of the universe right before the universe dies.
Oh shit.
So Galactus makes Thor his herald. Thor is also the king of Asgard. So he has the Odin force.
I mean, how much power does Thor? I mean, god damn, dude.
So I'm just setting the stage for how this goes down. So Galactus tells Thor, "Look, I've given you this power. You're my herald. We need to power me up before the Black Winter gets here."
Right.
So Thor takes Galactus on like a galaxy tour and fucking Galactus is just gorging on planets.
So Thor's just sacrificing worlds to him.
And getting more pissed off as all this goes on. Thor is just stewing. So
why?
Finally,
because all these planets are getting destroyed. So
all these
Thor's
planets are getting
off.
destroyed. Galactus is getting on his nerves, trying to like assert being Thor's master and shit. You know, just poking at him. So finally, the Black Winter catches up to them, and this is where the Marvel Universe gets turned on its fucking head. It is revealed that the reason that Galactus was the survivor of the last universe is because he made a deal with the Black Winter to be the Black Winter's herald.
Oh, are you kidding me? Get the fuck out of here.
So the power that Galactus had, he stole and ran away from this guy. So this guy is like the Galactus of the last universe, and Galactus basically stole his identity in how he gets his power.
Oh, wow.
And so the Black Winter's like, I'm here for my shit. And he's like, little God, I don't care about you. You know, the universe is, you know, going to live. It's not this universe's time yet. Let me take Galactus. And Thor's like, no. And Galactus is like,
no shit.
Yeah, and Galactus is all like, yeah, Thor, get him, you know? And Thor's like, no, Galen of Ta, I sentence you to death for the death of all these worlds that Galactus has done. He fucking holds Mjolnir up and fucking blasts a hole through Galactus.
Oh, shit.
Killing Galactus. And then the Black Winter is like, okay, little God, I have no more quarrel with you. You know, I'll just take the power of Galactus and be gone. And Thor is like, no, you won't. I have a use for it. Because, like, the guy wanted to take Galactus's body because that's had the remnants of his power and shit.
Right.
So Thor's like, no, I have a use for it. And he's like, what? A trophy? What are you going to... Thor says no as a warning. So they go through and, like, Thor kills the Black Winter, too.
God damn.
So,
dude.
yeah. So they get
Thor's
through.
a killer.
Yeah. So they go through, and Thor's sitting on his throne room, and in walks the Black Surfer. And he's like, I know what you're going through. If you're going to need to talk to someone. I'm the only being in the universe that understands what you've just gone through.
Look at him trying to kiss his ass and go, hey, look, I know you're a bad motherfucker. I can help you. Let's be friends.
Well, earlier in the story, Surfer punked Thor out because of his new powers. Like Surfer,
What do you think about that, Russ?
Surfer just went intangible and was like, "You're not going to touch me."
I think that
and Thor hit him with lightning, and Surfer just absorbed it.
I think the writers were being overly generous to Surfer.
Yeah, but there's a reason for it.
Yeah, it sounds like it had a purpose.
Yeah.
And let's be honest. Like, I mean, I don't like the Silver Surfer. I think he's boring as fuck. Although some of the shit I read recently wasn't bad. I have to admit, they gave him a little more. He was a little bit better of a character, but I still think he's a douchebag. Anyway, but I like, he's a powerful being, though. You know what I mean? He is. He's powerful. Yeah. He's badass. So, but now I guess Thor has the power of cosmic. So he's like, I guess now him and Surfer both are endowed with all this. Yeah. They're both gods now.
Basically.
Now the Surfer's like, let's be friends
So-
now. We're both gods. Let's go do god things. Come on.
Basically. But like as they're talking, like Surfer's like, I'm a little concerned with your new entrance to Asgard. And so they pan over like a few panels and they're showing like the Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah.
And it gets to like the entrance where like Heimdall used to put the sword in and shit.
Right.
In front of the entrance to Asgard is Galactus's helmet.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a keepsake. Look at that. Look
And,
at
like-
look at
And then the epilogue is even more hardcore. Like, the power of the Black Winter was it knew when anyone was going to die and could show it to them. So it
Right.
showed Thor how he was going to die. And so the last panel was like the Surfer asking him, like, what did you see? And Thor uses the same line in that WoW trailer I had you guys watch. I only saw darkness. Well, they show a splash panel of Thanos with Mjolnir and Thor's fucking Uru arm. And behind Thanos is the fucking Marvel zombies.
Oh my god.
Yeah, they're
Dude,
cool.
this shit is fucking nuts. That's why I told you guys I wanted to try and do like a Donny Cates show.
Mhm.
Because, I mean, just the stuff he's brought on.
Yeah,
All of
dude,
this
insane,
just happened in
insane.
6 issues for Thor.
Donny Cates is God. Quite the writer.
So, besides all this, he's done Cosmic Ghost Rider, the whole King Thanos thing. Yeah.
God.
Venom. All the new stuff with Venom and Null.
Yeah. That stuff sounds awesome, dude. I'm gonna have to get a hold of that and read some of that. I wanna-
Read Empire.
Empire.
Because it's
Okay.
Marvel's already let it out of the bag in previews that this is basically a stepping stone event into Marvel's
Okay.
next event, which is going to be called like the King in Black or something, and it's all about Null coming to Earth. To
See, that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
That's kind of awesome. Like, I don't know. I've always liked the symbiotes. They're pretty cool. You know.
and they introduced a new one called Virus. And
Oh
it's-
shit.
And it's like a fucking Iron Man armor that has
man.
that's wielded by a symbiote. It's fucking nuts.
Mm. Yeah, I've always loved Carnage. He was kind of like my favorite. He was insane. I liked him. You know, it's just, I don't know. It's always Venom's cool too, but
Empire's cool for anybody that was reading like Roger Stern Avengers with Mantis and Swordsman and the
Right.
Quatati. Anybody that likes Young Avengers because Hulkling and Wiccan are very heavily featured in it.
Young Avengers is good, man.
Hulkling. I love that. It's so
Fucking
funny.
the Fantastic
Hulkling.
Four. The Fantastic Four had big moments. The newest issue of X-Men with Magneto has some huge moments. One of the original members of the Brotherhood of Mutants bites the dust, fighting the Quatati.
Well, they'll kill fucking characters off, but they don't give a fuck.
Well, now that they can be resurrected with the mutant protocol,
Yeah.
the Xavier protocols in this
Sure.
stuff, I mean, the deaths still happen in the
Right.
but like you get to see the characters come back, and they have to
Yeah.
actually deal with it. It's that's interesting to me because it's not like they come back years later, like when they usually kill them in comics. It's a couple issues later, maybe. And they come back and they know what happened to them unless they tell them before they get resurrected that they don't want to remember.
Right.
And that's the choice every mutant has to make, is if they want to remember how they died in their past life or not.
Mhm.
And then so you see some mutants dealing with the trauma of it, and then some mutants not having to deal with the trauma of it and just keep coming back.
Didn't you say that they did it where they kind of like the mutants, like everything got reset to where like no mutants don't like like nobody knows that mutants exist. I guess
They did.
And,
They did that before House and Powers of X. That was
Okay.
what was going on. Like that was like a huge reboot.
right.
You know, where nobody knew shit, and then like that went
Yeah.
on for like I think like 8 to 10 issues, and then they went into House and Powers of X and reset everything again.
Oh, Jesus Christ, dude, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
the new
wild
X-Men
shit.
stuff's been pretty good. How are you? You still following along, Sam?
Dude, I stopped with the House and Powers, man, and it's like I don't know. I left it, and I was like, I'm good with that. You know, like I was
Yeah.
like, this is just like the perfect X-Men. So, like, even where they left it off, I was like, I'm just gonna let this exist in my mind, and like
I
that
get
be
you.
the ending for it. And it's because like I don't know, I don't mean this in a bad way, but I kind of like. Like you learn your lesson with comics, like what things to follow indefinitely and what things to kind of jump out on. And there are some things now
Right.
that I'm gonna I'm gonna read all of it of like certain books, but then there's some books where I'm like they especially when they end a story, and that's kind of how I saw the end of that was like they ended this one story and I'm good with it, so I didn't just want to see that just perpetuated.
Yeah.
I'm surprised, man, with it being Hickman.
I know, dude, and I kind of surprised myself, but and I might go back like once I can get it all in trade, and kind of just like digest it that way. But
Yeah.
I mean, House and Power are so fucking good, man. It's like what I've
Dude.
always wanted. Like I can't talk well enough about those books, man.
You know how big a Grant Morrison head I am.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Dude, I'm picking up Green Lantern in trade.
Our bald-headed brethren. Bro, really?
Yeah. I love it, but it reads better in trade than it does monthly.
Hey, send me the links because I read that like sporadically, and I would like to read that again.
Yeah. The whole first season's done, and they're 3 or 4 issues into season 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'll send you that.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
All right, it's a little past 11. I think we hit everything we wanted to hit with the DC fandom stuff.
I think so.
Again.
It's gonna be. I mean, all I know is we got some good shit coming, man. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah, man.
DC is finally stepping up, and Oh, I don't. Well, this is what I'll say.
We hope.
Doing anything.
We hope.
Yeah.
Like we hope
We'll
it's
see
gonna
how
be
all the shit
good.
turns out.
Yeah, we'll see. But I mean, at least they're trying. They're amping up some shit, man. That's
Well, and
good.
it's like they're creating some buzz and some excitement. I think they should be. I don't know. I mean, so much of this stuff.
They're making an effort.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Right.
And
exactly.
I feel like hopefully by the time all this stuff actually hits theaters, things are a little bit different.
Mhm.
But the only movie they're really sitting on is Wonder Woman. And I think at this point, it's just like fucking release it digitally, But I don't know, we'll see.
They're not because they want to try to make that money.
Well, isn't Suicide Squad done too?
I think if it was, we would have got a proper trailer.
Okay.
Yeah, I
Instead
don't
of
know if
what we
that's
got,
done yet.
Like the fucking.
Or do you
roster
think they're
or
slow
whatever.
rolling it because of COVID?
It could be.
That's a good point.
Right.
That's a
Could
good
be.
point. They might be doing that, which would be smart, because it's like
They're
with
putting
Wonder
so
Woman,
much out.
and then like Black Widow, like we know those movies are basically done.
Yeah,
And like
Black Widow.
that's frustrating when they're just sitting on it.
Yeah.
A finished movie or a basically finished movie.
Yeah, that's just basically because they don't want to. I think they just don't feel secure that they can get a good return. From
Yeah,
what
yeah,
they
and
put into
I
movie
think-
by
I
doing
think-
the digital thing.
Well, they've already
like,
said
it's just-
Mulan's the test run.
True,
so-
but
Which I don't think
which
is
why
fair.
I'm buying it, dude.
I don't think it's fair
Um,
because it's a completely different audience.
kind of. But
Yeah,
it's
dude, I kind of feel like if you're into this Disney shit,
yeah.
like you're just gonna. I don't know. I mean, I'm getting it just because I want them to keep doing it.
Yeah.
Right. So I'm just
Yeah.
like voting with
That's
my
what I'm
wallet.
going to do also, but I'm thinking like,
But-
most people that you get buying Mulan, I don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah,
much
that's
how
true.
much cross reference there is to
Yeah, and I
Marvel
mean,
stuff.
you see how these dudes in the fucking Marvel Legends groups are about money. Like,
Yeah.
you think they're gonna spend $30 to get Mulan, dude?
I mean, I think it. Like I said, I think it's a really good purchase if you have a family of 3 or 4.
Unfortunately, Julio, we talked about that earlier. Yeah,
fucking
Chadwick
terrible,
Boseman,
man.
rest in power, bro.
Yeah, it sucks, dude. It really sucks. It's a terrible. I don't know. I feel like it's. We've lost a lot of people this year. I
Out of
know,
fucking
but
nowhere.
Yeah.
but like that one
It's
one
out of
hurts
fucking
because
nowhere, man.
not only is he a good actor, but he started playing a role that kind of has become like a really popular character amongst that superhero genre movies, and I feel like
yeah.
that's a legit by the way, that's like a legit genre now of movies. It's a money making machine. People need to
No
you
matter
have to
what
understand
Scorsese says.
exactly.
Yeah.
Fuck Scorsese. He can suck my cock, dickhead. Can't believe him. He's got some nerve. Just because no one's interested in your shitty ass movie. Anyway, fuck out here. But no,
That's
I
a great note to leave on. Go ahead.
Yeah,
man. Sorry.
yeah, sorry. On that note, have a good night, guys.
Yeah. All right, guys. Peace, love, and hair grease. We'll get a link out for
I'll get on that now.
broadcasted. All right, Sam's gonna get on that. Again, peace, love, and hair grease. Rest in power, Chadwick Boseman. Fuck you, 2020. I'm grabbing my nuts at you. Peace.
Damn right. Adios.